Are we good? I think we're good now. The OBS was being a little mischievous there. It crashed twice. Twice. Well, hello guys. I think you're with me. Hopefully. Hold me now. So exciting. So exciting. So this is the where's my fucking oh my goodness. Hold on. I can't see my microphone again. Just doing that thing. Remember that thing? I'm like, I don't know what's going. There it is. All right. What's been going on with that lately, man? I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't start streams off like this just complaining about OBS. It's pissing me off though. I'll tell you that. I don't know what its issue is, but every day is something new. Anyways, so this is the court update. It got continued to the 24th.
Woo! Thanks for the beans. You're up in my broadcast throwing me beans?
C-Tay super chatted $1.45. Woo. He's back.
Thank you for the Tuesday day. But yeah, so it's continued to the 24th. Now that's why the court date down there says 6 days now and 14 hours and 56 minutes. Tomorrow is the court date for Jason and Planet Fitness, but I don't know. They might just move that to the 24th too, if they move the other one to the 24th. So, I don't know, we'll see what happens tomorrow, but that's the update for today. I'm just setting the new timer for the 24th at 8:55 a.m. Seems like all the court dates are always at 8:55 a.m. And that's that. I almost have the video done. The video about Brooke's arrest is going to be a little, not all over the place. I don't know. She lies about a lot of stuff. I didn't know she lied so much to the cops, so I keep pulling stuff from different instances, like that time that she saw Dylan. It's also kind of crazy to me. Dylan was so far away from her one time when she called the cops on him. I was like, that's insane. Like literally blocks away. Didn't even drive past her and she called the cops on him. So I like had to go find that video. So I don't know. I was hoping it would be done today, but it's not. And then I was like, I can't not stream. I can't spend all my time fucking editing for a video that I know for a fact is going to get under 10,000 views. It's probably going to get under 5,000 views. Like, let's be real. So it's not even worth the effort. And that's why I hate editing. I fucking hate editing. Anyways, welcome to the stream, guys. We'll watch some Brooke throwback. I think we're only going to be able to get through one stream because it's 2 hours and I want to do other stuff. I want to get this other video done. I got the full Heather Gillespie stream. I think we saw like a fairly big chunk of it, so I was kind of waiting a couple days, I guess, to forget it a bit before I watched the stuff that we missed and I guess everything over again. And so the Heather Gillespie people know, so it's not just jammed in a Brooke stream. So I want to do that, and then that's the plan for today. Hopefully tomorrow I don't have to edit anything. Or maybe something interesting will happen with the Planet Fitness court date or fucking Jason's court date. Who knows? I don't know. I don't have any like Zoom links or anything, so let's just watch this. I am stressed out from editing, so this is I'm hoping. I don't even want to see Brooke's face, but it'll just be good to not have to fucking edit for like a couple hours.
I live out of my car full time. Y'all, I had to roll my windows down because my iPhone is
Read your comment. Let me go find it.
getting so hot.
So many people have been saying that they're getting blocked. I won't block you, right? Who is saying that they're getting blocked? Where are they saying this? I get emails and messages sometimes being like, you blocked me. This is my username. And I don't recognize the username. And then one guy, it was actually kind of funny. He accidentally sent me an email and it was psychotic. It was to somebody else. But I was like, oh, I can see why I probably blocked you. Like, so I don't know. Like I think I've seen you around, KJ. You had to say something crazy. I had to block somebody the last stream because they were fighting with somebody else. Like, it was two regulars fighting each other. That's a bad idea. Especially if you're like, the one was being really fucking nasty to the other one. So I got rid of that guy. Sorry, that guy. I don't even want to draw attention to you. So I don't know. I was blocked too. Who were you before, White Rose? Because I don't like, and that's the other thing too. If I don't even recognize your username, I don't remember what you did. Like, I just, Brooke blocked you? Oh, you mean Brooke blocked you? Well, yeah, Brooke blocks everybody. I don't know. You guys, like, you guys know each other, right? Like, I'm pretty sure there's familiar faces here. It's, if I really blocked everybody, then you guys wouldn't, I don't know, see each other every day. Whatever. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I was actually thinking about unblocking everybody, and then I was like, that's going to be ridiculous because there's so many fucking idiots that just call me, like, a predator and shit. So why would I unblock all those guys? It's just like a couple of people who think I blocked them for, I don't know, a bad reason. Want a second chance? Just make another account. Just make another account. If you're not crazy, I won't block you. Sorry, this is a PSA, I guess.
See my house? It's a mess. Probably dog hair in it because I had that boy's dog in my bed.
Flat frog.
Puddles. I love puddles. It's getting so hot that my iPhone will not cut on. It says that it's too hot. It just tells me it's too hot and it refuses to cut on. When that happens, I don't have GPS. I don't have any way to get where I need to be. I'm like stranded, essentially. I mean, I am. I don't.
No, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of an example. I don't like stopping the, like, that's not what the stream is about. The stream is about Brooke and my opinions on Brooke, and I like interacting with the people that I like in chat. You know what I'm saying? It's not for me to stop everything and be like, this is bad behavior. So I just figure, like, it's a trial and error kind of thing. Like, you should just know how to be a normal human being. And I think the bar is pretty low anyways. Like, you could even be a little mischievous. Just don't be insane. And I'm not going to block you.
You know? Something's going on with my truck battery. I tried to cut it on and turn it over, and it wouldn't cut on. I unplugged my lighter thing and all of my electrical stuff, and I'm going to give it a minute to see if it'll, like, recharge itself and crank back up. I've had this happen before when I've had too many electronics plugged up. The issue is that it's so hot, I actually need my fan. I have multiple fans, but this is the one that I use because it's portable and it's rechargeable. So I try to be conscientious about the battery, you know. I have a battery bank that I can charge a lot of stuff with.
Chris, thank you for being a member for 1 month. I guess, like, I don't know. If you really want to play it on the safe side, like on the real safe side, just pretend I'm your grandma. Don't say anything to me or in the chat that you wouldn't say to your grandma. And if you're still saying insane stuff, then, like, I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm definitely blocking you. But I don't think it needs to be that drastic. But that, if you're talking in chat like you would your grandma, I don't think we have any issues.
I can't even roll my windows up now because my battery's dead. Jesus. I don't like being exposed like this.
Yeah,
my phone
like
will
this.
cut on. So I just looked at my bank account. I actually have more money than I thought I did, but it's not like it's going to make...
Yeah, one of the court dates, not Chris. Who's Chris? I don't even know who Chris is. Dylan's court date was today with Brooke, but it got continued. There was a continuance to the 24th.
Huge difference, you know. $40, $50 doesn't mean shit when one small accident on the road could completely total loss my vehicle, you know. I don't feel like a lot of people are able to put themselves in my shoes and think about the fact that this is like my home. This is my home on wheels. That's all I have. It's like, just imagine driving your house around, how protective you would feel, or how stressed that would make you feel if you were driving around essentially everything and anything you own. How stressful that is. And one...
So the mass communication of threats and... Why do I keep wanting to call him Chris? Dylan's cyber stalking against Brooke is on the 24th, and then tomorrow is supposed to be Planet Fitness and Jason, but I think that they might continue that to the 24th as well. That's just me being Nostradamus like Brooke is. That's just me guessing. Planet Fitness has been going on a while. Maybe they might do it on Planet Fitness, but I could see them just being like, Brooke's coming in on the 24th, just get her in here that day.
Wrong move. One bad car accident, you know, somebody breaking my car and stole all my shit. Like, there's nothing to steal. I don't keep it anything of value in here anymore.
Tried to post on the community page Jason's video response talking about Brooke, but it never showed. I don't think links work. I think you would have to be like a mod for links to work, and I don't have any mods. Is it like a video that we haven't seen? I know that Chris E uploaded 2 videos of Jason's, and we watched them. Is there another new video of Jason's?
But, like, you know, it's stressful being out on the road.
Yeah, we watched those ones. Is there a third one on Chris's channel?
And so I try to stay off the roads, but I'm headed somewhere for a new job. I gotta find some work. Have to. My phone's not cutting on. Oh, it did cut on. My car's not.
Mario's back. Ah!
Cranking. Shit just be going bad to worse. And this is God telling me, like, you knew better. This is my punishment. I get so much karma, it is unbelievable. The karma gods be paying me karma. Let me just tell you. Trust and believe. So I guess I'm going to spend $80 on calling a tow truck out here again, if I can even find one for that cheap. I don't know what the prices are for a tow truck service or whatever out here. Like, I've needed a new battery, but I haven't had the $200 for a new battery. Every time I get a job and I make some money, yeah, my phone died. Like, my phone battery, it gets, yeah, my car battery, my car's not starting. I think it's because I had my phone plugged up, so I unplugged that, and I'm hoping that it'll crank in a few minutes. But my windows are nothing, electric's working. So my lights, oh, my light turned on back there. But my phone, it's getting so hot out here that my phone just shuts down. The screen goes black, and it says, it has like a little temperature gauge on it, and it'll say, emergency, too hot, and it'll say waiting for phone to cool off. Like, it's so hot out here, my phone does not work. I have this happen when I'm on the interstate all the time, and that sucks. Now it just cut back on, thank God. But, like, I don't even think it's that hot here. It is only 80 to 79 degrees here, and my phone is acting up from the heat. So just imagine what it does when it's, you know, 105 like it was in Raleigh this past week. It is significant.
I've only seen that when, I don't know, I had a friend who used to put his phone like right on the heater in the car. So obviously, like, if it's right on the heater, that's going to overheat the phone. But I've never had the phone, any of my phones do that. I've never seen that happen to anybody else's phones. And it can get pretty hot, like in Canada. It gets to like 40 degrees Celsius sometimes, whatever that is in Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is.
Significantly cooler in this part of Virginia, which was another reason that
Hotter than fucking 79.
I wanted to come up here if I could find a job in like the Richmond area or maybe Springfield. So here's the thing. I have the option of AAA in this vehicle because it is a new truck. The issue is it is over $80 a month. And when I first got this vehicle, it was only $40 a month, and I paid that for about a year. But then it got to the point to where I felt like I was wasting money on subscriptions, and there was a point in time that I got rid of a lot of subscriptions, and it was one of them because I never used it. I never had needed it. This past year, though, with me living out of it, I've had more issues than almost any other vehicle I've ever owned. It seems like every other day I'm going through an issue with this vehicle, and it's small stuff. Like, my door just come off the hinges the other day. Now it's weird. Now
What? How does that even happen?
it's just like off the hinges half-ass now. My mirror thing broke last week before last. So now I don't have a light up here anymore. Like, it's just like things are starting to break, and I know that a lot of it's going to be wear and tear from owning this vehicle for almost 3 years now. But a lot of it, like the AC, like, I shouldn't be having these problems. And why is this not covered under my warranty? And my extended warranty, because I bought an extended warranty, gap insurance. I went all out. And I did have that. I really don't make enough money right now to take on that $80 bill.
Well, is that what's going on, computer? Was she even like, what's the word I'm looking for? Training? Was she even training at this point? She's just a little thing. How did she slam the door that hard to make it off the hinges? Who built this truck?
I mean, I really don't. And that sucks.
I know Chevy did, but like, who specifically because like the truck seems not the greatest.
Because that's like a necessity. That's something that I should have as a preventative to ensure that I'm never stranded anywhere. I absolutely agree. My bills are truck, insurance, cell phone, medication, storage shed. That's pretty much it. And I'm struggling paying those little bills, $1,500, you know? I mean, my biggest expense is gas and food. Absolutely. My living expenses outweighs my bills. And that sucks. And they cut my food stamps and Medicaid off. So I no longer have food stamps and Medicaid because I worked at a restaurant for 1 month back in January, February of this year. So the restaurant that tried to pimp me out, yeah, they told social services that I was working for them, so they cut my stamps off, cut everything off. First time in my life I've ever needed it, you know, and it actually helped me tremendously.
Wait, it was the first time you ever needed it, and like you just had it before, but you didn't need it?
Pretty much all of my
You would have had to for it to get cut off, yeah.
food came from those food stamps. So don't be surprised when I'm skinny as shit in 3 months. Just remember I said.
This is also a lie though too, because she has food stamps. It says on the court documents that I showed you guys. Was it yesterday? It was either yesterday or the day before. Yeah, she has EBT. She has it up until at least October.
They cut my food stamps off, so, you know, because I don't spend money on food.
Oh, I need to put up that sign.
Food very often. I don't have money to spend on food. All of my money goes to my bills. And, you know, that's what sets me off about working for these large clubs. You know, I busted my ass for 3 weeks straight, being reliable, sun up to sundown, working for this fucking club, and made well over $5,000, but didn't get anywhere close to that. You know, my cut was like $1,200, $1,500 out of $5,000. You know, I made $1,500 in 1 day and only got to keep $400 of that $1,500. $400 out of $1,500. That was my cut. You know, and a lot of naive girls that go into these clubs, these baby strippers, they're going to be okay with this because they don't understand the magnitude of what's actually happening. But old school girl, I can't stand for that. You are not robbing me in my fucking face. I'll be damned. I'll be damned. And then ask me for a tip? No. No.
It's like her favorite song at this point. It's been a whole month. It's been a whole month of this fucking story about the hot tub and how she only made $400 off of the hot tub. She should have made $1,500. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like, you know, the bands that play that one song at every concert? She's like, I'm gonna get on stream today and I'm gonna talk about the fucking hot tub incident. And then we're gonna get on with normal stuff. But we're always opening with the fucking hot tub incident.
I'll go find me a little hole in the wall somewhere up in West Virginia in the fucking mountains where it's 30 degrees cooler, and
Oh, Encore? Hot tub incident.
People are nicer, and they're not, the managers and owners of clubs up here are not scammy, and you know, they don't seek to scam customers. Like, this place was so fucking predatory. The club that I was working at in Raleigh, Cheetah Club of Raleigh, it is so predatory, you guys. Like, I feel bad for anyone that is under the age of 40 that walks into these establishments because it's so easy for these girls to take control of your wallet. Like, they are that fucking good. Getting tested daily, dude. What's getting tested?
My internet's getting tested. Why is it being so crazy?
Yeah, no, oh yeah, the club. Yeah, they do. Oh, getting tested, like I'm getting tested daily. You're absolutely right, either that or karma. This is either payback for the way that I treated my parents growing up. And I mean, I know they beat the hell out of me and they were...
It's okay. It's like, honestly, streaming Brooke is so much better than fucking editing her. When I'm editing her, I'm all alone, and I'm just, like, editing clips and, like, I don't know. Not doing math, but trying to make things just be watchable and shit. But this, you know, I can just, like, do things off the cuff. I can see your guys' comments. Hey, Tash, how's it going? This is, like, it's crazy how refreshing this is. I hate editing.
Were wrong to me, but that doesn't mean that I had the right to be a bad kid.
Yeah, they moved the court date to the 24th.
Like,
But tomorrow, we still gotta watch out for tomorrow, see what happens. I'll wake up early. I woke up early today, and I don't think it was updated until like noonish, but I kept refreshing, and I was like, what's happening?
I do wonder that a lot. I'm like, is this karma for everything that I did to my family? Because it doesn't make sense. Like, I'm not a bad person. I don't do fucked up shit. I don't scheme on people. I'm not grimy. I don't understand why life comes at me like this. And I've literally had so many people look at me and say, Brooke, what the fuck? Like,
How come she's been sued for, like, taking money from people then? Like, Randy sued her for that, and then the club got mad at her for doing a little scheme to get an extra $100. They didn't appreciate that. I don't know. It seems like there's been a lot of instances where she has been shady.
Like, your life is fucking insane. Like, you could literally hang out with me for a week and the shit that happens is not even my fault. It's not even my fault. What are the chances that I get hired at a restaurant that's an escort service? What are the chances? That's not too fucking common. I think that it's going to become more common with the culture, with the way that things are now, with sex work being what it is. But that's not common. There was a reason that God put me in that restaurant.
Bruce Lee, attorney at law.
And that's not the first time that I've experienced that. I worked for a club in Jacksonville where they tried to coerce me to sell my body in VIP, and when I refused, they fired me, and I got the whole thing on camera. They also said because I wouldn't buy drugs from the bouncers that they had to cut me loose. So since I wouldn't prostitute and buy drugs, the club fired me.
Brooke's next 2 checks, like from YouTube. Let's see. So the check that she's gonna get for like the one that's coming would be for the what was last month? August? She was going pretty hard in August, I think, right? Did she take any days off in August? I don't remember her getting like too many super donations. I actually don't know. I know that I wasn't around. I was around about not half amount. I got half amount of views in August, but that's nothing about Brooke. I'm pretty sure I could just check Social Blade. Let me see Social Blade, and then I can give a better guesstimate.
And they stated that, yes, that's why they were firing me. Now, that's to be expected. I mean, that's not shocking in a strip club, but it's still fucked up. I just want to find a good hole-in-the-wall club that I can work at. And, you know, if I have to sell dances for $30 a dance, at least I, you know, get to keep my money, you know. And some of those little smaller clubs, like the little hole-in-the-wall clubs, sometimes you'll make more money there because the club's not taking all of your money.
Yeah, me and Brooke didn't do too hot in August. So Brooke, like in July, Brooke got 4.6 million views, but in August, she only got 1.9 million views. And then I think July and August, I had like 1 million views, like for the whole month. And then August, I had 500,000, or like 600,000. I wonder what's up with that. Maybe we were both a little lazy. But I just don't remember dates right now because my brain is a little mushy.
God, I hope so, because I'm sick of struggling. And I
You
feel
fell
like
off?
I give people opportunity
2 million views is still pretty good. I mean, like,
and opportunity and chance after chance after chance, and they do the same shit.
like I said, that's like $2,000 in AdSense. But I don't know how many of those are shorts views. Like, if those are shorts views, not vertical live views, then I don't think that's too good.
They do the same shit. You know, I've never had anybody in my life come to me from a position of compassion and
Is that the word on the street? Let me go check. What?
understanding and empathy.
I didn't notice that. Oh, who's saying that?
It's just like fake. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
That's hilarious that that's true.
It's like surface level. All of the relationships that people want with me nowadays are surface level relationships. I don't want that.
What the fuck? Wait, I don't understand this. Bruce Lee's representing both of them? How? What? Yeah, Bruce Lee is representing Dylan, but it also says Bruce Lee is representing Brooke. Let me, here, I don't want to dox Dylan, so let me just screenshot this, and then I'm going to blur out his address. What the fuck? What's happening right now? What is going on? That's really weird, guys. And I also noticed this as well, too. Brooke is now listed as homeless on all of her court cases. She used to have Randy's address there, but now she's homeless. Which is good for me, because I don't have to worry about, like, doxing Randy's address, even though I'm pretty sure everyone knows it. There's new people that come around, and they don't know it, and they don't need to know it. So, sorry, I'm just like, I can play this while I'm doing this, actually. Hold on.
I want safety and security. You know what's hot?
Just drawing
Stability.
over Dylan's address.
A schedule. Regular fucking income. That shit's hot. I still have people that like think that, I don't know, that I'll be bamboozled by gifts and these, you know, promises and...
Okay, bro. Get out of here for a second. And hopefully I remember to put that back on. So this is, look. What the fuck? Bro. Bruce Lee. Retained. Homeless. Madison. And then we got the state. And then we got the complainant. Dylan Duncan. Who also has Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee is just making money off of everyone here. How does Brooke feel about that? I mean, that's a conflict of interest, right? I didn't know Bruce Lee would get actually brought up today. This is gonna be in the new video, but if you guys want a sneak peek of what is gonna be in the new video, I have a little Bruce Lee part. And since this is happening, I guess I'll show you guys it. But this is, look at this. Aha. Are you or a loved one going to jail for crimes you didn't commit? Are high school kids stalking you? Do you have an army of hate channels because you don't know how to get a URL? Call Bruce Lee, attorney at law. He'll work for you.
Bruce Lee, attorney at law.
Hell yeah. Bruce Lee, attorney at law. Fucking crazy. That's really weird. Someone needs to go there and witness this.
And listen, I was literally in the hands of a grown man for 17 years that made me tons of promises, none of which were kept.
Right? It has to be a conflict of interest.
My life did not prosper from that relationship. I did no growth. I didn't learn shit. And then, you know, my ex, who I actually dated for, I don't know, 6 to 8 years, same situation. Same situation. I didn't grow. I didn't do anything positive. There was
Yes, but what if she, like, I don't know, stubs her toe really bad or gets sick and can't go?
so many times that I could have opened my own business, or I could have, you know, did so much. But none of that happened. They won't allow that to happen. Some people don't want you to grow. They would rather you sit and be miserable and part of their story than you have your own story. Yeah, they do. That's what I'm saying. And I know it's sex. I know that he wants to have sex
Imagine it's two different Bruce Lees. That'd be fucking crazy.
for me. Like, I'm not naive. And, you know, I don't know. I just, I'm not who I was when he met me in 2016. I don't know what to say to him. I mean, I pretty much told him, like, I'm celibate. I don't know what you were expecting. Like, I've been perfectly open and honest about this. I am not giving my body to anybody else who I know for a fact does not have my best interest at heart. Period. Period. If you want it, you're going to have to prove. Prove it, honey. Prove it. That's what courting is for. That's why courting is important.
All about that courting. She's had too much sugar. This fucking Starbucks drink with all the sugar in it's got her all wound up. I forgot about that. The stream before this was pretty crazy too.
Yeah, as we get hot.
And also long. So she just sat here in the same spot drinking the same Starbucks for like 4 hours bitching about Dave. Dave's not even his fucking real name.
Responsibilities become hotter. Absolutely. I don't know, you know, and here's another thing that I just said to him a while ago. I said, did you not think that maybe I was exhausted?
He can't lose. He's gonna lose to himself. You know, like, how does that work, dude? Do lawyers have like win-loss ratios like boxers? Don't they have something like that? When did that mess that up?
Like, I got here Sunday night, and it was immediately Monday morning putting my ass to work. Like, did you not think that I was exhausted?
Nah, she's not gonna get out of jail. Her bond's $500,000, and I don't think she's gonna. I don't know. As amazing as Bruce Lee is, I'm sure, I don't think he's gonna get her off of fucking the mass threat of violence on educational property.
From being out in the fucking heat, like, one of the main reasons I came up here was in hopes of you helping me fix my AC, seeing you, spending time with the family for the 4th. Did you not think I was exhausted?
Yeah, $500,000.
Fuck no. It makes things worse. And here's the thing. When
She's gonna be so angry whenever she does get out in the future. Maybe I'll have a crazy haircut or something. And not even on YouTube anymore. She'll get out and she'll be like, they put my bond at $500,000 and the hate channels and video game gooner and nah.
And I remember how it used to make...
And Dylan's gonna be like, I don't know, a football player or something in the NFL, and Brooke will have to sneak into the stadium and try to attack him. It's gonna be like a crime documentary.
It used to make me feel dirty and bad and horrible because I knew that he was not emotionally invested. You know what I mean? Like he was there financially. You know, he gave me all the money I needed for dope. There was never any money to go towards education or building a business for myself or building a life. It was always money for dope or clothes or purses or dinners or, you know, trips or, you know, like, I'm just so over that. I can do that shit for myself. I live that on a daily basis. Like, I mean, I'm not out here buying myself shit, but you know what I mean? I see a lot of cool shit. I go to a lot of cool places. Like, I don't know, man. I just wanted something more. I wanted understanding. I wanted clear communication. I wanted clear, written in stone agreements. You can't build a relationship with somebody that's not building a relationship with you. Like, it's teamwork. Y'all have to discuss things, make plans together, you know? And it was never like that with my ex. You know, he always made plans, you know, for him and me. And, you know, he made plans to move up here to Virginia and buy this land and put this house out here. And I have no doubt that that included me. But I've been doing my thing since I got clean because I wanted to see what life has to offer. And it just so happens that not everybody will gaslight you. It just so happens not everybody is a liar. It just so happens not everybody is going to be two-faced and talk to your abuser behind your back.
I wonder what him and Randy talked about.
I don't know. Some people never learn.
It's probably about how
I
crazy
saw this
Brooke
lady
is.
the other day that was talking about how some narcissists play the victim by hypothetically, like I left today. He said what he said. I was upset that I was stuck in a bush, hurting with blackberry thorns in my back, screaming for him at the top of my damn lungs. Like, I know the motherfucker can hear me. It's a trailer. Get out here and get these thorns out my back, please. Love you. Thanks. So he got snappy with me, and I just left. Back in the day, I would have stayed and argued and tried to hash it out, and I'm so above that. Like, it's just not even worth it. Like, here's my thing. If you can't see the principle, which is that I shouldn't even have been out there running heavy equipment by myself, cleaning your fucking land for free. If you can't see the principle, there's nothing left to talk about. There's no hashing it out because you're not even seeing the principle. It's so stupid. It really is. It's really stupid. But what really didn't surprise me was the gaslighting, the text messages, and I mean, that's what they do. They're not able to talk about anything in front, like, in your face. They have to text you after you leave the situation to hash it out because that's real mature. When I was just in your face trying to talk about it, and I don't know. Don't let anybody gaslight you If you got a gut intuition, use that shit. Like, it's there for a reason. If you have a feeling, that's your conscience telling you something's wrong. If you get sick when you get around certain people, or you get anxiety, or you get nervous, or like, I get heart palpitations around some people. They upset me that bad.
Why did we come here again? Because we couldn't find anybody in North Carolina to fix the AC, which I find not believable.
If you get like that, you ain't gotta.
Ooh, fun fact, actually. So when I was looking into this guy, I probably just didn't bring this up because I didn't want to sound like a psychopath, but I was trying to find a picture of him just to get a feel of who he is. He sued, not sued Brooke, but evicted Brooke from their they had a home together, right? And Brooke wouldn't leave. It took like a month of an eviction process to get her to the fuck out of his house. So I'm surprised he even like had her back here or anything. And I'm surprised Brooke is even like coming back, because that was in 2019. I believe. Let me go find it actually.
Gotta get like that. That's your body telling you to get the fuck out of that
Forgot about that.
situation. That's your body telling you, in your brain, saying, hey, we know this ain't good. We know these people ain't good. We know we're in a dangerous
Yeah, it was in 2019.
situation. Let's get the fuck out of here. I mean, he's not crazy. He's not gonna kill me. Well, I don't know. But like, I don't know. If anything ever happens to me, I didn't do it. Let me just be perfectly clear. I have no thoughts of suicide, self-harm. None of that.
Oh, Dave. Why does all these men...
Yeah, it's very surprising.
Why do all these men give her a second chance even? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like, if things got that bad to the point of the eviction process, and let's say you get served an eviction notice, and this crazy loon was like, I'm not going. What? No, it's over. It's over. Leave. What the fuck?
Surprising that a lot of people don't have inner monologue. I wonder what that goes on in there. Is it just crickets? Is it just crickets inside their brain? Like, is it crickets? Somebody tell me, people that don't have an inner monologue, tell me what you hear on the inside. Like, how does your conscience work if you don't hear it? Yeah, I know, Viva texts or like phone calls. I'm not doing that. Like, it's so stupid. I would rather talk about it in the moment, get it out of the way. Like,
That's why you ran away?
I was really hoping that he was gonna come out to the bush and say, oh my God, I'm so sorry, are you okay? That didn't fucking happen. Like, I'm literally out here busting my ass in the heat to clean your land.
You were walking around with a tripod, telling your audience, I don't know, just giving us a tour. You weren't working at all. And then you got stuck in a bush and you screamed like bloody murder. I would have thought that she was like angry or something. I mean, whatever. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I also don't know like the dynamic of their relationship. Maybe he said, I will never respond if you're yelling at me like that. And she did. I don't know. This is all speculation.
Running heavy equipment. It's a Billy Goat, like bush hog thing. That thing's heavy, okay? You can die.
I'm sure you could hear that running if it were running.
Right, which is wild, right? I got muscles, though. I wanted to do it. That's the thing. I wanted to do it. Here's what I'm saying, though. When I'm tired. I've been in the heat. Like, I'm literally sunburnt from being out here so much, you know? I just wanted a day or two to fucking relax, watch, get caught up on Your Honor, watch both seasons.
Charlie Manson got stuck in a bush?
Actually, I wanted to watch both seasons, but I could have killed it in 24
And stalked to Dave?
hours. But, like, I was already halfway through it, so I just needed to finish season 2. Your Honor is a really good show. Great show, by the way. If you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix. Your Honor. So, you know, like, I just wanted to relax a little bit. Like, you know, I'd already told him that I was having health issues. And he's the one that told me that it might be my kidney and liver. Shutting down because of how dehydrated I am sitting out here in the heat all the time. You know, and when I work in the club, that's great. That gets me out of the heat some. But then when I get off of work at 7 o'clock at night, it's still 95 degrees outside. I'm not joking. I got screenshots to prove it, where I'd be laying there at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'd be like, God damn, it's still 89 degrees at 3 a.m. Screenshot. But it says, feels like 95, you know? Like, that's bad. That's hot. That's miserable. We have not, I don't remember a summer like this in my entire life. Ever. Ever. I do not ever remember a summer like this. The weather in Raleigh is a whole different weather, too. I would much rather be in Jacksonville in the heat down in Florida than in Raleigh. Something is going on in Raleigh, y'all. It is weird as shit. It's hot. It's so much hotter. It's a sticky, slimy, humid hot in Raleigh. And it's so hard to breathe. You can't fall asleep in that mess. But yeah, I don't know, dude. I just wanted to relax, and you would think that after everything I've been through, if you really cared about me, you would have just let me fucking relax. Look at my laundry piled up in the front seat. Like, y'all know my house is usually organized for the most part. It's not nasty. I ain't never talked to y'all and had this kind of fucking laundry in this place. Ever. I've never talked to y'all and it been this nasty. I'm pissed. I'm pissed at myself for just going along with it and saying, yeah, I'll do your yard. Like, what was I thinking? I'm literally steps away from death, from dehydration. I haven't been eating on a regular schedule. I haven't been sleeping on a regular schedule, and I just agreed to fucking bush hog this motherfucker's entire property. What is wrong with me? Dude, my AC unit is working overtime right now. Yeah, everybody's is. We've had, at both the clubs that I worked at in the past month, both of them had AC units that went out. If you are doing HVAC right now, ain't that heating and air, you're making a fucking killing. There's no way that you're not. When I lived in that $1 million house, the one, there's a short, you can go see it, the huge house.
There's a short with the $1 million house?
There's a whole upstairs area that had its own kitchen, and
She must have deleted the shorts, because I'm pretty sure when this guy Dave, or we'll just call him Dave, I guess, evicted her in 2019, that was the $1 million house. So there's no shorts on her channel that go pre-2023, maybe the end of 2022. So if she had shorts from 2019 up, they don't exist anymore, unless maybe she uploaded, maybe she just had it in her camera roll and she uploaded it in 2023. Like, maybe it's an old video. I don't know. I'll skim through the shorts to see if I can find like a big house. I never remembered a short from a big house. I don't know if I've seen all the shorts. I thought we did one night, didn't we?
It had 3 or 4 rooms up there, like including the kitchen, it'd be 3. But if you separate the kitchen, it would make it 4. So anyways, and then there's 3 bedrooms downstairs, 2 or 3 downstairs. So anyways, there was 2 units, and the top AC all the time was broke in our house. And this was just COVID, during COVID. And that's when I really started noticing the heat, because that was around the time that I got clean, right after COVID. And it's like, when you're on drugs, your sensory, like hot and cold, you really don't feel anything half the time, okay? And if I'm just being honest. So when I got clean, the heat started affecting me. And yeah, it's not good. A lot of people are struggling through this heat. I really think about the homeless people and the people that are...
Yeah, I have no idea what she's talking about. The only room that I'm seeing in the shorts is the same room that she did the Honest Heather video in, with that weird colored dresser thing. The thing with the drawers that's like this weird green that I don't like. Like, she ruined a nice dresser by painting it green, in my opinion. But I don't see any fucking huge house or anything. The only other videos are her in her car.
That are stuck out here walking to work, people that don't have transportation, that have to commute by foot, bicycle, skateboard, scooter, whatever. That's who I worry about. There's, close to 1,500 deaths in Phoenix, Arizona every year from heat exhaustion. They have the highest body count as far as the state and heat exhaustion. It's a real thing, and I don't think that people pay attention a lot to what they're drinking, but it's very important to stay hydrated out here, y'all. Gatorade, sugar-free. I recommend sugar-free. Everything sugar-free. Yeah, so it isn't still, hold on. Yeah, isn't it still hot as hell in Texas, like 100 something? Yeah, it's been over 100 here, heat index. Well, Raleigh. I'm in Virginia now. I was in North Carolina earlier in the week, and it was in the upper 90s. It got up to 101 one day with the heat index 110. And I wish I would have took a picture of that. I was wondering if I had some screenshots in here from when I was laying in bed the other night. texting my ex. I was like, look how fucking hot it is at 1 a.m. This is what my phone says when it starts to crash. It'll be so hot outside that my phone won't even work. This is what comes up, and it said it won't let me go into my phone at all. And that sucks. That really sucks when you're going down the road to a destination and you have GPS, and then all of a sudden God's like, girl, no you ain't. You about to be stranded. Here's one day, when was that? What time? This was at night. This was a Wednesday night at 8:15 p.m. It was, you see where it says feels like at the bottom? Feels like 96. Now that was 8:15 at night. I didn't get any rest this night. And you know what? I think that was the night that I actually got a hotel. I got a hotel like a week ago. I spent $100 on a hotel, and that kills me, you guys. I hate spending money like that because it's a waste. I have a home, you know, like I have a home. That's what I pay this truck payment for, and my insurance, you know. I carry full coverage and I take care of my shit. I try. So this was Saturday. Oh, no. Here it is. I did take a picture. This was one day. This was Sunday.
Like, obviously, there's an address on the home that she was evicted from, which I assumed was the $1 million home. So I just, like, looked up the listings for it, and it's not $1 million. It's, like... Which is really sad because the housing market is fucking insane right now, right? Like, places, like I was telling you guys before, like a 3-bedroom shit show is like $3 million in Scarborough right now. So I was figuring, like, in today's day and age, maybe it's $1 million, but it's like $500,000, like $500,000 house.
At 11 a.m.
No, we can't see it. I can't show you. It'd be doxing because I don't know. There's this guy's house.
Yeah. It was already 90 degrees with a heat index of 101. Sunday morning. That was, I want to say that was the day that I came up here. That was the day I came up here. Yeah, it was, because the high, I always pay attention to what the low is. If the low is in the 70s or 80s, I know I'm not going to be able to sleep. If the low falls below, like, if the low...
Yeah, she's still in jail. Dylan's court date is moved to the 24th with the mass communication of threats. She's not getting out of jail, though. I mean, unless some crazy guy wants to drop, like, $50K and have Brooke be his responsibility. I don't think that's going to happen. Or her. You know, maybe a woman. I don't think anyone's going to do that for her.
Low fall.
Maybe Miss GT 500. Maybe she'll, what is it? Fucking remortgage her house or some shit and then get her out. And she can be on fucking GPS monitoring on Miss GT 500 house.
Falls into like 68, 69, I'll be able to sleep. It just might be for like 3 or 4 hours. You know, I got lucky the other night. It was like 90 degrees. I'm on Wi-Fi. What is the problem? I swear to God, these days when I get some money in my pocket, I'm going to buy me wireless portable freaking internet. I'm so sick of never having service. I got multiple phones and none of them work ever. Colorado. I bet the weather is nice out there this time. Well, I don't know. Does it get hot out there? Let's Google it and see. I don't even know. I know the winters are cold and that you guys get a lot of snow. I've been to Colorado. I went to Denver. I really had a good time and I really enjoyed it. I didn't know that the city was so far from the airport, though. When you fly into Denver International Airport, which is a creepy ass airport, by the way, when you fly in there, the city is miles and miles away. Like, you're not flying into the city. You're going to have to commute into Denver from Denver International. So I didn't know this, but I had I think like a 3 or 4 hour layover, and that was like one of the first times I ever got an Uber. This would have been like 2010, 2011, 2012-ish, maybe like 2012-ish. Anyways, I flew to Denver and then to California to take a look at the porn industry. I'd started stripping again when I got out of prison. It was the only job I could find because at that point I was a felon and nobody was giving me a chance. And I was desperate to make money. I wanted to open my own business. I've always wanted to open my own business. I've always had goals of doing something. I don't know what. If I can make it past surviving in survival mode, then I would like to do something with my life. and it's 72 there. Y'all are so lucky. Colorado is 72 right now. I'm jealous. That's perfect weather. The low is going to be 56 tonight. I would sleep
I got a $1 lawyer, and he is amazing.
somewhere on a mountain. Like,
He's so great. I forget his name every time I bring him up. But I never need him because I'm never in trouble. I'm a good straight shooting guy, and I haven't been copyright struck in a while, so I haven't needed him. But yes, I would recommend $1 lawyer to anybody. What's his name? I gotta figure it. I gotta find it.
yeah, so would. But I flew out there. I didn't realize that the Denver International was so far. I went downtown, had a little smoke, and enjoyed myself, and came back and took my flight to California. That was a rough trip. It was probably one of the worst trips of my life. I learned so much during that trip. I was really naive, flying across the country by myself to visit essentially traffickers. I mean, how do I feel about porn? I think that porn is bad, and I think that the porn industry is bad, and I think a lot of women that get involved with porn are women who have been through a lot, men too. And I think that the women that I met when I was in California, the majority of them are good women. And I think they were just trying to make a life for themselves in survival mode, you know. I don't judge them for what they do. I never have judged anybody for what they do. If anything, I judge you for what you get paid, but that's about it, you know. Like, but yeah, I don't judge you for what you do because I understand, and I've been there. But I was very interested in making money. That was the motive behind going. It wasn't that I wanted to show my body. It wasn't that I was even comfortable with doing that, honestly. And I don't know what kind of drugs I would have had to have done to deal with that, but I'm glad that I didn't take it any further.
Oh, I am missing the date banner. You're right. Thank you, Site. My internet's being evil. I really need to... I thought I had them bookmarked. I don't know how to search bookmarks. I have too many things bookmarked. I don't remember the lawyer's name. I'm having to go find, like, when I needed to actually use them.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
Last time.
You know, I've been in sex work for, I don't know, 17, 18 years, and it never gets easier. You always think that you're going to make enough money to actually do something with, and you have all of these dreams of, you know, getting quick cash, but...
Robert Reed. That is his name. Robert Reed. The $1 lawyer who can help you.
Truth is it's not really a lot of cash. I mean, you're essentially making minimum wage. I mean, essentially. Like, you do have good nights where you'll make $300-400, but that's only once every 2 weeks or once a week, or, you know, you might make $100 a day, or you just never know. You have to be there. And that's another thing. You waste a lot of time sitting in these places, time that could be actually spent making a paycheck. So it has its ups and downs. It's changed a lot since I started dancing. I miss the old days. It was easier. You know, God, man, it used to be so much fun. Man, Mondays, I would go into work at Charlotte at the Gentleman's Club. I would drive into Charlotte from the mountains.
Oh my gosh. It's $1.29 now. I mean, still pretty good. You fill out this form here. And then for $1.29, you can fight a copyright strike without doxing yourself. Good times, good times. So, you know, I don't know if there's any content creators here, but if there is any, you can always reach out. I'll help you. I'll help you out. Because fuck copyright strikes, they're so annoying. I don't even understand why they exist. Just copyright claim that shit, take the money. Why is there strikes?
Would be ready by 12.
You can block it worldwide. So, like, that would be the equivalent of taking the video down. Why do copyright strikes exist?
Be out on the floor. I'd eat me some lunch. Then I'd have customers that started showing up. This was pre-COVID. I started...
Yeah, thank God for Robert Reed. He's a good guy.
Working there in, like, 2017 or ish or something, and 2018 maybe. I think it was like 2014. Y'all, I don't even know. I used to club hop like nobody's tomorrow. But anyways, I was working there full time, but I would go in, I'd get ready, I'd eat my lunch, and then I would have customers showing up by 12:30. And it would be customer after customer after customer after customer getting dances on a Monday from 12 lunchtime to 6 p.m. Drinking, enjoying ourselves, stepping outside to smoke. Like, It was fun. It was fun back then. Now it's not fun. Now it's a fucking job. Now it's a headache. Now it's a thorn in my side. I absolutely hate it. There's no more fun to it anymore. I want to be in the bed. I'm tired. Period. I don't want to be on stage. I want to be in the bed, you know?
She just quit the winery like a month ago to do this because this is what she wanted to do and not the winery anymore.
But it's a job now, and it's nothing like the old days. There's no loyalty in clubs anymore. It's all about sex, and like that's the hard part is finding a good club where they're not going to expect you to sell your body, because there's a lot of clubs they've switched to that. $73 in Springs right now. Is that like Hot Springs? What is that called? I know what you're talking about. Colorado Springs. Duh, Brooke. What's funny is like geography is probably one of my best areas, and I'm horrible at it. So I'm not good at, you get it? Like, it's like one of the things I actually know a little bit about is like the
You're worst at what you do best.
states, where the states are, and like the capitals of the states, and like the continents, and you know, different countries and stuff. I'm actually pretty decent with that, but sometimes I get super mixed up. And
why doesn't she? I was just curious to see if she had a lawyer for Jason's case, and she doesn't. Like, Bruce Lee is not representing her against Jason, and Jason doesn't have a lawyer either. So I guess they're just gonna be like representing themselves.
I just figured out the other day that Vancouver is in Washington. Right? Vancouver, that's in Washington.
$1 million home to homeless. Thank you, Cece. I will go grab that.
Is Vancouver in Washington?
What a title.
I don't know. My phone's not acting right. Yeah, I think Vancouver is in Washington, and I thought Vancouver was in Canada.
Vancouver is in Canada.
I don't know why I thought that.
Because it is.
Let me just double check, because I'm probably wrong. But yeah, I'm still learning things, you know. Unfortunately, I didn't have the best education. I'm doing the best I can with what I've been given. I did graduate, and I even went to college.
Did you graduate college, though? All right, this is the $1 Million Home, presented to us by Brooke.
Hey, I'm Brooke, and I live out of my car full-time. However, I used to live in a $1 million house, and since I'm in the area, I want to show you guys the house that I used to live in. It's really hard. It looks like the new owners.
Yeah, that's the house. That's worth $500,000. At least that's what it said. Actually, well, I think Zillow says like 300,000. The 500,000 was the. I picked the one that was more.
Are decorating. It was nice because I had woods back there, 3-car garage, 5 bedrooms, 4 bath. And now I live out of my fucking truck. The side garage is on the side. It looks like somebody's putting love and care into it. So here's the thing. Sometimes I debate if I would rather go back to being blind, dumb, and rich, yeah, and strung out on heroin, or if I would like to stay at, you know, the state of awareness that I'm currently at. And obviously it's no brainer for me because I've been clean for almost 4 years going solid. My life has gotten worse because I'm living out of my car, but yeah, I'm not selling my soul. Can I just say that anybody that doesn't have 10
That's
kids
crazy.
and lives in a house like that is very impractical and
And what? That's just how it ends? I guess that's just how it ends, mid-sentence, with your crazy eyes like that. I don't know. I just want to say something.
I'm Brooke, and I live out of my car full-time. However, I used to live in a $1 million house, and since I'm in the area, I want to show you guys the house that I used to live in. It's really hard. It looks like the new owners are decorating.
Yeah, that's definitely the fucking house. Like, yeah, I mean, these things are the same. This isn't a $1 million house. I don't know why she keeps saying it's a $1 million house. What a wackadoodle. What a fucking wackadoodle. All right, well, thank you, Cece, for finding that, because I I couldn't find it. I should have been reading the titles, I guess, and not just looking at the thing. I guess it starts off with her in the car, so I was like, this is just her in the car. Whoa.
But I had learning disabilities growing up. I really think I'm dyslexic.
It's $500,000.
And I think I'm on the spectrum.
Oh my god, come on, computer.
I really do. I feel like I am on the spectrum. Like, what makes me feel that way more than anything is the relatability between people that have autism and how night and day they are. You're either wrong or you're right. It's black and it's white. Like, there's no gray area there. It's one extreme to the other. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm that way. And I'm wondering if that's...
It's crazy that, like, everything is either extremely exaggerated or downplayed. She'll make, like, a huge death threat to a bunch of kids, and then she'll be like, I never did that. That's just a figure of speech. I'm a hostage. Help me. I'm being held hostage. That's just a figure of speech. Now, what are you talking about? That never happened. Or... it's $1 million home. I'm the best fucking stripper of all time. You know what I mean? Why is it one extreme or the other? Why can't we just live a little bit in reality? Just a little bit.
Maybe some autism or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just dumb. Maybe I'm just dumb. Maybe I'm not a fancy, because people with autism are smart. Like, oh shit. I don't know, but I definitely have some kind of... oh no, it says British Columbia. So it is Canada, so I was right. So is there a Vancouver, Washington, though?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know the states. Can't believe she showed the house. What a crazy lady.
There is. There's a Vancouver in Washington State, too. Oh, interesting. The more you know. Damn, it's only 8 hours and 14 minutes from here. Oh, that's a flight. Okay. I was like, what? How is that possible? It's all the way on the other side of the freaking... it's all the way over there. How is that possible? It's a flight. So it's right next to Portland. So that
I got continued. So the 24th.
Oh,
so now that's what the new countdown clock is for. I should probably make a new countdown stream. So the 24th.
Oregon.
Unlike the other computer.
Oh, it is. It's right on the line. Okay, so Vancouver is in Washington, but it's right on the Portland line, which is near Newport Beach. Or no, that is Newport, Oregon. There's the same city names in all of these counties. Y'all ever notice that? Oh, thanks, Rudy, Dunn. It's not what it used to be. Man, one of my favorite pastimes is just talking to my customers. Coming in, shooting the shit, being able to walk outside, take a little... hit the weed, go back in, chill. Like, we used to have such a good time. When you can connect with somebody like that and actually have a good time with somebody, it makes the dances so much more enjoyable. It does. It just like, it's like, oh, I connect with this person. I fuck with this person. I could literally like, yeah, I fuck with you. Like, and it just makes it so much more enjoyable. But it's not like that anymore. The guys that come in the clubs now, not all, but a lot of them just don't have the money to spend, and they're off-putting from the moment that you walk up to them and approach them because they know they don't have any money. And, the club that I was working for in Raleigh, they don't play that shit. They are...
The house that she got evicted from, that she, like, I don't know. I swear, there's been, like, 20 separate occasions that she says that she can go back to this $1 million house, and this guy is just, lusting over her, and it's her decision to be on the streets. The guy fucking evicted her, and then he trespassed her from his new place. This is about to happen in this time frame in July of 2024. So, like... I don't know. It's just a whole bunch of bullshit. Everything Brooke says is a lie. I didn't know this specific thing was a lie, I guess. But I should have known just because she said it. And I didn't have any fucking facts to back it up yet.
They're literally a type of club that will kick you the fuck out for not spending no money. Like, they are so pushy and they expect...
Dave wants nothing to do with her. The house isn't even $1 million. She's a crazy lady.
Like, these guys to spend thousands of dollars automatically walking in the club. They give these tours, you guys. So they give these tours where you come in, you order a beer, And maybe like say it's a group of you and like 4 friends. They give these tours where they will walk you through the entire club. The first place that they take you is to the cheapest lap dance room, which is nothing but a couch in a little room with a door, and it has a speaker that plays like the
You guys remember Ryan Howard from The Office? He was like that kid. He was the temp. He knew nothing about paper or how to run a business. He somehow ended up getting like a corporate job above Michael Scott, and he ran the company into the ground and ended up having to go to prison because he's an idiot. That's what Brooke reminds me of. Just someone who pretends they know everything and acts like they have all this experience, but really they're just a liar and do illegal shit and end up in prison.
DJ music. That starts at $200 for 15 minutes. That is the cheapest dance that you can get in this club. This ain't no regular club. Lap dances start at like $25, $35, okay? So this ain't no regular club. So it sounds great when you first walk in until you find out that they take all the fucking money. So anyways, I digress. So they have a couch room that has like couch, speaker. Then they have a room across the way.
Has anyone seen the Bond fundraiser on her page? The Bond committee is trying to raise money. We're on her YouTube page?
That has a huge couch in it with like its
I've not seen this. Show me the way.
own coffee table. It has like a big screen TV in there with your own sound system. That's really what
I usually have to go grab a drink, but I'll be back.
you're paying for is the one-on-one time to listen to your own music. It comes with complimentary drinks. Like you're gonna be in there talking, dancing. Like that's really what high foot of looting. I'm scared I'm gonna say something wrong. That just looks like it's a bad word. Foot of looting strip club. Foot of looting. I wish I could hear you say that. Vibrant highfalutin. I think that's what it is. Highfalutin. Yeah, it is. And you know, all of these rooms are really not that special, but I've been in them and I've sold these rooms. I've been in the hot tub several times. It's very clean. Nothing extra was asked of me. I wish that I could say that these were low down, dirty whore strip clubs. I wish I could, but I can't because they're not. And I don't know what other girls do behind closed doors. What I do know is that there are cameras in all of these rooms. Also, nobody asked me to do anything illegal, which was why I stayed for 3 weeks. That's why I was putting honest effort in and trying to give it a good old clean shot, even though I only made money 25%.
I don't see anything. What are you talking about? Motherfucking kitty?
Of the time that I sat there, I wasted hours of work that I could have made a paycheck somewhere. So, and the money that I did make would have been enough if I would have gotten to keep it. Keep it. I didn't, you know, so it sucks. But they have the hot tub rooms. They had 3 of those. They had a master suite hot tub that had a couch, a whole table with snacks, a hot tub. I mean, it had everything in there.
But I don't get it. Like, there's nothing on Brooke's page. So what's the point in saying that? Is that just to, I really don't understand. I was gonna be like, is that, so I say, don't donate to Brooke, and I look bad or something, and it gives her a leg to stand on and be like, look at the stalkers, or whatever. I don't even think anyone gives a fuck about that. That's why I don't understand. If it's not here, why even say that?
They also had another room that had its own stripper pole, like 3 or 4 couches lined up against the wall, multiple TVs. It had a putting golf course, like a green, like a putting green for you to play golf in there while you're coked out of your mind drinking. Cannot make this stuff up.
Every stream that I've found claiming to raise money for Brooke has been like trolling, like just using that as clickbait, and then they're all like, Brooke's an idiot. Haha. So I don't, it's so strange to me that I keep hearing about this, but I don't see anything. I don't know. I would be all on that. Like, if she had a GoFundMe up, I'd be like, look at this. That's crazy. Haha. I don't know. Again, I don't know why it's brought up if it doesn't exist.
But yeah, they have a putting green for golfers in this master executive suite with multiple couches, flat screen TVs. I mean, it's gorgeous club. Do not get me wrong. It's gorgeous. Top of the line. But it will most definitely only have a handful of girls a year from now, because the girls that are there now, there's so many of us that I was the only one that was a daily worker, really. I saw a lot of girls come and go. I was consistent. I was there every morning between 10:30 and 11, and I was ready to put on makeup and get out there and get them. And I would stay till about 7 o'clock every day. So I was overworking hours. Like, they only make you work 5 or 6 hours. And every time I would work, I would, when there were people in there, I would be the one that made money. But half the time there were no people in there. And if there's no customers, you're not going to make any money.
They'd really be going against the grain. Like, pretty much all of the mainstream media is heavily against Brooke, which is refreshing to see. Like, I don't know. I never thought I'd be on the side of mainstream media. But here we are. We're on the right side of history. Covering a homeless woman. Well, wannabe homeless woman online.
Yeah, falutin'. I was just hoping I said it right. Hi, falutin'. Yeah, me neither, man. I hate that I'm trapped into these truck payments. Like, I think about moving to, like, I don't know, the beach, moving back to the beach. I lived off of the beach last year, and it was the happiest year of my life. Really, the happiest summer of my life just took place last summer.
Well, it's time to find out her origin story. Furious Angel. Why are you so furious? Furious Angel, because we don't have time to ever. Because she's like, I'm going to stream for 9 hours a day and do crazy shit like get arrested on stream. So, thank God that's fucking over. And I don't even know why I'm not jumping through the transcripts. Maybe there isn't it. Yeah, no, there's transcripts.
Summer. That's sad. But that's where I'm at. I was happy living off of canned fish and freaking tacos and beer. I had such a good time. I ran a billiards and a whole pool hall, and I was the only one that worked there, so I didn't have any co-workers, which was amazing. I got to run the business like I wanted to run it and do what I wanted to do with the business. And
I guess I haven't really needed to skip around too much because she hasn't, I don't like when she gets into the news or like stupid shit, but she's been talking about her own personal experiences, which is what I'm more interested in.
And I miss that. I miss being on the beach and being a bum.
Thank you, Amy. I don't know. They just keep going up and up and up. I'm always like, it'll stop at this point, but no.
And waking up and going to Neptune Beach, and I miss that.
Just like the white one.
Oklahoma. That's the West Virginia song. Panama City Beach. Is that Florida? I think it is. I feel like I've driven through there, Panama.
No. That was my least favorite Brooke. Well, one of my least favorite Brooks.
Or that might be in the Panhandle, though. Let me figure out where this is. If it's in the Panhandle over there on the left side of the state, I ain't never been over there, and it is. So I've heard of Panama City Beach. I've never been. Oh, that's close to Destin and Pensacola. So I know
what the fuck is happening?
The area, but I've stayed on the west coast part of Florida. I've been all over the west coast part of Florida, probably, I don't know, 2-3 dozen cities. I spent a month in Key West by myself for my birthday year before last. It was the farthest I'd ever driven away. Like, I don't even know how many hours. It's like a 15-hour drive. I split it up in like 3 days. I stopped in multiple beaches. I'd spend like a half a day at this beach and then take off, drive 2 hours, stop at another beach, have dinner, maybe have a couple of drinks, end up staying there, wake up the next morning, drive like an hour while I had my coffee, pull over, find somewhere to brush my teeth, stop at another beach for half the day. Like, I literally spent a week getting down there and a week getting back and a month or 3 weeks down there. So I had a blast. It was literally one of the best trips I've ever been on.
Is that why she's always doing that then? Like, that's why she always gets down to Florida? She's reminiscing about that time on her birthday that she had a good 3 weeks, just living it up.
And the Key West, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Now, it's 10 out of 10 freaking expensive, too. However, they do have hostels down there. They have campgrounds. They have RV parks. There's so many other alternatives other than paying $600 a night for a crack hotel. They don't really have crack hotels, but, I mean, they're still $600 doesn't get you a lot in Key West, Florida. But I stayed in my car half the time. I got a hostel. It was my first time ever staying in a hostel. I've never stayed in a hostel before.
What? You stayed in a hostel, but she's against fucking hotels?
I mean, obviously the movie was a deterrent.
Yeah.
If you saw that in the early 2000s. But I didn't even know it was a hostel. I didn't read the small print. I booked it through Booking. I get there, and she hands me a key, and she's like, "You're going to be on bunk bed number 8." And she slides me the key. And I'm like, "Huh?" And she's like, "Oh, don't worry." She's like, "You going to have the place to yourself till Friday." She said, "Friday morning, though, the boat's going to start coming in." She said, "You'll be kind of shacked up till Sunday morning." She said, "But then they'll leave out again. You'll have the place to yourself." And that's exactly what happened. And, you know, being in a room with a bunch of strangers, shit, I did it in prison with actual criminals, murderers. So I think I'll be fine with these little cute women from somewhere. I don't know where. I don't know. They could have been anywhere from like Indonesia, from the Philippines. I have no idea. They worked on the cruise ships from another country, and they would come in and dock and then leave out. And so it was pretty cool. I mean, it was still expensive. It was $138 a night per stay on a bunk bed. And that's when it got to the point where I was just like, I'm not doing this anymore after like a week or so. And I was like, I'm gonna get back in my car. And it really wasn't that bad. In December, it was cool enough for me to sleep at night and hot enough for me to tan during the day. It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. There's a park called Zachary National Forest in Key West. I would highly recommend going into that park. It's like $5 to get in. They have beach chair rentals. It's front beach access. Literally the prettiest part of the Keys.
I got continued, DJ.
Myrtle Beach has gotten dirty. I used to go down there and dance, and I was thinking about going to Masters this summer, but I got to looking at it and the reviews online, and it seems like they're not under good management. It seems like the clubs are not doing well in Myrtle Beach. There's a lot of women that have come forward on Google reviews talking about their bad experiences when travel dancing to some of the clubs in Myrtle Beach.
Is it you? Were you those reviews?
Myrtle Beach was never like a thing for me growing up. I've been to Myrtle
Thanks for
Beach.
beans. You're up at my broadcast throwing me beans?
Tessa Lyles super chatted $2. What happened with court?
Thank you for the 2, Tessa. It got continued, so Dylan's cyber-stalking case got continued to the 24th. That's what the countdown timer is counting down to now. And there's still Planet Fitness court and Jason's court tomorrow, but that might get continued as well. I don't know. We'll have to find out tomorrow. But thank you for the 2.
Beach with my family. Me and my family went to Carolina Beach. My dad had a family condo down there growing up, so we would spend Christmases and Thanksgivings and birthdays down at the coast in Wilmington at Carolina Beach. And that place holds a really special place in my heart, and it always will. I was just down there a couple of months ago. I went for a day trip by myself and stayed overnight and went to the Fat Pelican and the dive bar and the Sand Dollar, and you know, I just went and saw some of my old friends that I used to do karaoke with, and people that I used to work for at Carolina Beach, because I've lived out there before. I moved there for one summer and a
This is you, Aaron? 5,000 butterflies times 2?
winter, so like a little over a half a year I
In disguise?
lived out there. They tore the house down. I went to go look at it, and they tore the house down. When I tell y'all I had some of the worst roaches I have ever seen in my life, like the house was infested with roaches. It was a gift shop on the bottom of the house. It was this huge blue 2 or 3 story house. It was huge. And it was a gift shop on the bottom, and then the guy rented out the rooms upstairs.
Yeah, I don't think she just faced charges for Jason, because she's the one going after Jason. But yeah, for 3 out of the 5.
And
For 3 out of the 4.
it was bad. My rent was $250 a month, though. $250 a month! In what world can you be mad at that? Like, I mean, I would think that one could only expect roaches for that price nowadays. I have no condos in North Myrtle Beach. They don't? Yeah, I agree with you, Violet Dye. Yeah, so my dad ended up cheating on my mom in that condo. My mom's best friend, Tina.
Like 5K Aaron 5K? Or just like a different 5,000 butterflies?
So Tina married Jason. Jason was my first crush. He was probably 25. My parents were probably 10 years older than him. They would hang out as a foursome, you know, not like that. My parents were married and this couple was married, but they would hang out with my parents and they would play cards on Friday nights. And, you know, this was the 90s, early 90s. It was a different world back then. We weren't obsessed with technology. There was no movies really to see. We maybe had 3-4 movies a year that came out that were actually good that we wanted to see. There was nowhere to be, nothing to do. You stayed home, you played spades, you played dice, you played Yahtzee. You know, this is what we did. So, you know what? Matter of fact, maybe the first PlayStation was out then, so maybe I'm telling a little lie. I know that we had that gray Nintendo box, so the little gray one with the original Mario and Donkey Kong. But anyways, my parents would play cards with these people, and Tina and my mama worked together at LabCorp. This was before my mother started her law stuff, and they all hung out together, and apparently my dad, Brian, somehow started seeing Tina on the side. I don't know. But ironically, this happened around the same time that my dad started coming into money because of his position with his family. My dad comes from money. He fucked his family over. He was my stepfather to start with, okay? So I'm not entitled to anything. But he fucked his family over with his poor choices.
I don't think she got in trouble for threatening the judge. Maybe they should know about that. But that was the Caprinos case. I don't know if it's the same judge. Imagine it's the same judge.
This time, his family kind of took him back under their wing and said, you can come back and work for the family business.
She like doxed the judge. She was like she claimed the judge had a criminal record and she was, I would say, slandering her.
But you need to keep your shit straight. So he come into some money. We're living in a trailer, and my dad goes and purchases a $50,000, $60,000 sports car, brand new Corvette. This was around the time that my mother got this feeling that something was going on in their marriage. Something was bad. He was off. He was distant. He was saying he had to work over here in Warsaw, had to go work in Smithfield, had to go work in Cary, be away from home all the time. And then he started taking these jobs down at the coast, where, ironically, his family owns a condo. My mama got this feeling, and she called Jason, Tina's husband, her best friend's husband. And
I gapped out for too long. I don't know who Tina or Jason or their husband. We're just gonna roll with it.
She said, Jason, where's
Doesn't sound too important anyways.
Tina? And he said, oh, she's at her mama's house up in the mountains.
Mambo
and my mama
number
says, are you
5.
sure about that? Because Brian's missing. And I've been having this feeling, and I feel like I'm crazy. Can you come over here and talk to me? And Jason drove over there to my mama to talk to her at our house. Now, me and my brother were not there. This is what my mama told me before she died. But,
Little bit of Jason
kept
in
calling
my
Tina
life.
something. I don't know if he couldn't get her on the phone. I don't know if she was acting sketchy. I don't know what was going on, but something started leading Jason to believe that something was going on. He had this feeling as well. So my mama said, get in the fucking car. We're going down there. They drove 2.5, 3 hours into Wilmington.
Yeah, I think this is a different Jason that she's talking about.
And my mama walked up the steps of the condo and knocked on the condo door, and my dad answered the door. And Jason was right behind her, my mother. And my dad told me this. Apparently,
Would be insane if it was the same Jason, but it's not.
my mama didn't say nothing. She punched that son of a bitch right in the mouth, knocked his teeth loose. He later had to go to the dentist for that. She punched him right in the mouth and tried to get in the apartment. She got in a fight with both of them. I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't know how she didn't go to jail. My mom was a good woman. She worked hard. She behaved. She paid her bills. She was not the type of woman that's going to be out here in the streets fighting over some man. She taught me better than that, too, but I don't listen very well. But this was so out of character. And, you know, this is almost a 20-year marriage at this point. It really surprises me that she took him back, but it really doesn't, because I know my mom loved him. I know she did. He put her through a lot of shit, and I'm sure it wasn't easy being with a woman that had 2 kids, one of which was a straight hellion. I was. They was getting calls from the school, the principal, every day.
Yeah, I can believe that. She's still doing this shit to this day, but it's now just the cops instead of her parents getting called.
Every day I was in trouble. My parents lost jobs over my behavior from having to come to the school so much. I'm sure it wasn't easy for either one of them, but it didn't give him the right. I mean, the betrayal. The betrayal. Your best friend. Your best friend. I mean, it's just so grimy.
So was Tina was her mom's best friend that her dad slept with?
Our family was never the same after that. I mean, not that it was good before, you know, but, not that it was good before, but it definitely wasn't the same after that. I never saw that condo again. We never had...
Like Andy Samberg in, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I forget what his name is. Peralta. Something Peralta.
Christmas at the beach again. We never had birthdays at the beach. We never, you know... My parents, we were poor, but my mother was very good about budgeting money and finding a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. She would always, you know, if we would do a trip to the beach, it might just be for 10 hours. We're going to get up early. We'll make the 2-3 hour drive over there. She's going to pack a lunch so that we don't have to...
Jake, yes. Jake Peralta's dad slept with his mom's best friend in the car. And it scarred their family. And then he was a pilot or something, too. I don't know if that's relevant, but that's just what I remember about the show.
Spend any money. The gas is the only thing we're paying for to get there. And then we come back in the evening. My parents balled on a budget. Anytime we would do beach trips, 99% of the time we were camping at the beach. And, you know, for my dad to have his family take him back and allow him to actually start making real money with his skills. And then for him to use that money and do the things that he did should have shown my mother his character. We were living in poverty in a 25-year-old trailer, and this man goes and buys a sports car with his first paycheck of real money instead of buying his family a home or helping his kids pay for college, because he has 2 kids from a previous marriage. I have 2 twin brothers, you know, and he was never there for them. He was never there for any of us. And I know my mom had to have loved him, and I know she thinks she was doing the right thing, and I don't fault her for that. But ultimately, he would cause a lot of problems in my life, you know, and end up abusing me in pretty much every way possible. And I ran away from home because of it. And I told my mother, and it killed me, y'all. It killed me, and I regret telling her. I wish I would have never told her now. I told her that what he done to me, that he had come into my bedroom, and it killed me to tell her, and I wish I would have never told her now. It's one of my biggest regrets in life, because she didn't need to know that. Because she stayed with him anyway, so it didn't make a difference.
Well, this got dark. I was thinking about... You want to know what I was thinking about? I was like, you know what? Brooke is, pretty technologically stupid, so I bet you she couldn't figure out how to get a tablet onto YouTube in jail. But then I was like, you know what? You could probably get some fancy NFC chip and just tap it because I know the tablets are basically encased in this fucking, I don't know, shit that you can't take the tablet apart to hack it physically, so you would have to use an NFC chip or something. Then I was like, wonder how many NFC chips you could shove up your ass to get into jail, and how you would do that. And maybe I should look into this if I ever plan on going to jail in the future, and just have them in case. And then I could do things on the tablet, and they'll run a whole bunch of drop shipping stores, and when I get out, I'll have some fucking money and shit. That's what I was thinking about when Brooke was telling this terrible story.
But I wish that
NFC chips up my ass.
I would have just not put that on her before she died. I regret that. Yeah, the beaches in North Carolina are okay. We have this gray sandy sand. It's got it's not, well, you've been to Florida, so you know, it's not well, I don't know, the Panhandle might be different. I think that the Panhandle has more gray, murky water, right? I know South Florida is you can see through the water. It's crystal clear. Even Jacksonville, on the beaches over at Hanna Park, you can see through the water. It's gorgeous, white sandy beaches, North Carolina.
Corrupted. You have a friend somewhere. Yeah, have you ever met Mario? Mario comes in, but he's not evil. He's just Steve, what are you doing with your life? I love Brooke. But Corrupted is not evil either. He just loves Brooke. You guys could get along. You can have a friend in here.
It's not like that. It's murky. It's dirty. The beaches are dirty, especially Myrtle Beach. You're not catching me in that water. It is not happening. Thank you, Murph. like blue clear white sand. See, yeah, that's what I like. I mean, at least it makes you feel like it's clean because it looks clean, so you think it's clean, you know? Yeah, the North Carolina water is kind of murky and dirty, and they had some shark attacks recently. Y'all see that? There was like multiple people attacked in one day on a beach. That was wild. They just went crazy. All the sharks were attacking people on kayaks, and I'm like, what is going on? Is this the aliens fighting back? There were people out in the ocean paddleboarding, and the sharks were just coming up and ramming their faces into the paddle boards, trying to knock the people off the boards. The sharks went wild, and then they had like all of these shark attacks in 1 week. Multiple people were bit. That's why I don't get in the ocean, folks. I'm scared. I'll admit it, I'm scared. I can't see what's under my feet.
I don't like the ocean either.
Yeah, deep water trips me out too. That's what I'm saying. I need to be able to see what's going on down there. I just need to glance at it. I don't really, you know what I mean? I just want to see my toes. I just need to see my toes. Yeah, I haven't been to the beach all summer, I don't think.
Yeah, I was like, I can't picture sharks doing that. Like, that sounds insane, like they went zombie mode or something.
Well, I did go, I think I went back in January or February. I went somewhere, I can't remember. I will say that going through a lot of the things that I've been through, my memory is shit, y'all. I can't remember nothing anymore.
Zombie Sharknado.
Yeah, Wilmington's cool. Carolina Beach is cool. There used to be this place called the Drifters Reef down there. It's a huge place now. It used to look like a crack hotel. They redid it. It looks nice now. Like, I love staying there now. It's super expensive, like $200 a night expensive. And it's a super small room with like old, outdated features and fixtures, you know, and it's like a step back in the 70s. But they built this little bar called the Pirates Drift, and it's pretty cool. It's right there in the front parking lot of the Drifters Reef, and you ain't got to go nowhere. They got cornhole. They got all kinds of little competitions they be doing over there with all these drunk people in from out of town. It's literally like 2 blocks away from the beach. That's why I love Carolina Beach, because of how small it is and how, like, everybody knows everybody. You can literally rent a condo there, and by the end of the show up on Friday, rent a condo. By the end of the weekend, you know everybody in the whole complex because everybody's been out on the beach getting to know each other. Like, Wilmington is that type of place where you can go, Carolina Beach, you can go with no friends, and you leave with people that you'll know for the rest of your life. It's just a small community of people, and I love that. I love that. I saw a snake yesterday in the woods. It was a yellow and black one. My ex looked it up, and apparently that's poisonous around here.
Well, that's something. I saw a snake once, and it was not poisonous. I whistled at it, and I don't think snakes can hear whistles.
This yellow one right here, it looked just like that. It was curled up. It was a log that had come, a full tree that had fell. The roots of the tree had these little holes in it, and he was curled up, and I saw half of his body, and it was like the sun, so he was getting some sun on his little body. And
no, I didn't miss the court date, so I got continued to the 24th. There's court still tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. The 24th seems to be like the big one. The big one. Like when Sid bought that, what was it, a rocket ship to blast off all the toys and kill them. The big one.
We were walking through the woods down to the river, and if you've seen my live, then you've seen that there's a huge drop-off. You have to kind of walk down a certain way to get down to that river because it's 100 feet down. It's cliff. So we're walking down, and I see this, and we're standing on the edge of this cliff with this snake, eye level, okay? He didn't see us, but we could see his ass. We later get down, and my ex had asked me, do you think that thing's poisonous? And I said, no, probably not. Most of them ain't. Don't worry about it. We get back to the house, and he Googled it. Let's see. Let me find it. It's one in Virginia that they have been talking about. It's called, it's poisonous. They put out a warning here in Virginia. I'm trying to find it.
What if the continuance is just to the 24th, and they want to get everything on her at once? Who knows?
Warning. They did. They put out a warning for it.
Bruce Lee, attorney at law.
No, I can't find nothing.
He'll work for you.
Now I can't even find it. Anyways, it's not good from what he said. He looked it up and showed it to me, so maybe he can send me a picture, because I can't remember. But it was a yellow and black snake, and it said online that it was most definitely poisonous, and apparently the state of Virginia had put out a warning saying, be on the lookout for this fucking snake. It's not good.
The specific, be on a lookout for Gary the Snake. He's fucking evil. All right, this yellow and black snake. Isn't it like yellow, black, and red? And I can't remember the rhyme. I've never had to. I just don't mess with snakes. I don't know. If I see a snake, I'm not gonna go play with it or anything. Just try to give snakes their space. Same with spiders. I don't want to mess with a spider. I've never had a fun time with a spider. Like, me and the spider have never like gone on walks or frolicked through the woods together. So why would I try to make friends with a spider now? You know what I mean? It's just like, those are things you leave alone. So I don't know. But if you guys remember it, I'll put it up.
Terrified me. Terrified me. I was so scared.
They're just on the edge of the cliff together, all hanging out.
Oh my god, y'all. I left my bath bag at this motherfucker's house. Oh well. Well, there went. Damn, did I leave my Nike bag too? Jesus. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, they get rid of the other bugs that I don't have any fun times with either, you know?
That's why I don't fuck with people, because people just get me so fucking stressed out. I don't know which way is up and down.
What's going on, Bombastic Side Eye? Like, I'm live, but Brooke, this is Brooke in the past, of course.
And I be losing shit and shit that I can't afford to lose, like soap and my loofah and my freaking razor and my toothbrush. That's what
Bombastic Side Eye, do you want to see the Bruce Lee commercial? It's going to be in the video, but since you weren't here for it, I'll play it one more time if you want.
I was looking for it with my toothbrush. I normally have 3 or 4 running around here. For some reason, the past
Jumping spiders do look cute. I still don't think I'd have a fun time with them. I feel like they would bite me. I don't know why. I just feel like spiders want to bite me.
week, I have not been able to keep up with it. It must be my ADHD going off the charts. I don't know.
Alright, hold on.
Can't find it. Yeah, I left like my electric toothbrush. Like I'd put it in the spare bathroom and I left it in there. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Alright, this is it. Are you or a loved one going to jail for crimes you didn't commit? Are high school kids stalking you? Do you have an army of hate channels because you don't know how to get a URL? Call Bruce Lee, attorney at law. He'll work for you.
Bruce Lee, attorney at law.
Bruce Lee, attorney at law.
It is. If I want to go back and get it, I can. I probably won't though. My car. Oh, that's what I was gonna see. If my car will crank. Let's see if it'll crank. God, I hope it cranks. Oh, hey, Amy. Oh, I know who that is. Ain't that? Do I know you from
Like
the
that?
winery? Amy? Oh, it cranked. Let's see what my battery thing says. So usually right here it has a little bolt thing. It says it's fine. See how that it's like closer to 19 than 9? I'll notice sometimes I'll crank it and it'll be all the way down at 9. That means I need a new battery. That means my battery is dying, but it's not keeping the volts up like it should. That means I need a new battery. And I knew that, but I haven't had time to do it or the money. And this is what I'm saying. I texted him and I said, hey, my battery is, I said, I'm literally broke down at McDonald's. My truck won't crank my battery. I have no gas and I'm not eating today. I got a quarter of a tank. I said, shit just keeps going from bad to worse. And I agree with you. I'm not going to fight with anybody since the last time I wasn't in a fight with anybody since the last time I was in a fight with you. So touche, motherfucker. I said, my battery is completely dead. And my phone keeps cutting off because it's hot. And that's what I'm saying. No reply. That tells you all you need to know. You have to listen to the signs, you know, you got to pay attention to them signs. And this is exactly why I've dated, I don't even know how many people, I've tried to date 2 or 3 people in the past, like, year, and none of them worked out because people are not patient. Like, I'm not sleeping with you. I don't give a fuck. It's not happening. Not happening. Get a grip. There are way more important things in life and things that I need to be concerned about other than that. I can promise you that. I got way more important shit to worry about.
Well, most people, when they're in a relationship, want to express their love. That's what it's so like she just why even try to be in a relationship? I don't understand.
Than your sex life.
Why doesn't she just be like, I'm asexual? And then she could find people who are asexual as well, right? I don't think any of them would put up with her because her personality is shit.
Or the lack thereof. It is not my fault or responsibility. You want something from me, you need to start acting like it. Like
I'm the asexual stripper.
you care. These motherfuckers will tell you all the lies. I heard somebody say the other day that the reason that women will always wear makeup. Oh God, how did it go? It was so good. It said women will always wear makeup because of something and men will always lie. Damn it, I gotta find it, y'all. It's so good. Y'all know, maybe some of y'all have heard what I'm talking about.
It already doesn't sound that good.
Yeah,
right.
bro, that's the way to go, wow, bro. It really is, because I'm telling you, if somebody is not out here putting in the effort that you are, you have to pay attention to that. That probably means that they feel like they're the main character, and it shouldn't be like that. Like, one person is not control
Brooke is always the main character.
of the relationship. It is a team effort. We are going in this at 100 at 100. So, yeah, I don't know. People are so self-centered nowadays, like selfish. Like, it's all about what they want. Like, I've literally been out here working, struggling in the heat, trying to just, like, do better. And I come to visit you, and you put me to work?
He didn't. I bet you he was even like, don't worry about that, Brooke. Because he knows. It'll just cause problems. And she was like, don't worry. I want to show my audience the fucking machine or whatever. And you're going to fix my AC. So it's fair. Even Stevens, I want to see the grandkids. I want a 4th of July. You know what I mean? Like, feel like I know Brooke well enough by now that I know how this conversation fucking went. Like, whatever.
And then I tell you that I'm broke down in your town, 7 minutes from your house, and you don't even text me back. But you want my body. You want to fuck me. You have to really be an idiot if you think I'm gonna fall for that. I feel sorry for you. Yeah, you missed the first half, well, bro. Yeah. I've been out bush hogging, running heavy
Holman now. Come on, internet.
equipment for 2 days. I did it yesterday, and then I was going to start this morning, and we got in an argument, and he pissed me off so bad. I really got to thinking about things. I'm like, why am I out here bush hogging this man's front yard, backyard? Why am I out here carrying logs? Why am I out here in the heat when I've been struggling in the heat for 2 weeks at work? Like, why? Why am I doing this to myself? I really got to think about it. I'm an idiot. This is exactly what I did at the winery. This is exactly what I did in my last relationship. I jump into, that's codependency. That's codependency. I was taking care of his property because I felt obligated to in order to get my AC fixed on Wednesday. That's not healthy. I don't need that. I would rather die. I'm just being honest. At least I can say I died for something. Because rolling over and just taking it is not working. That's what I've did. That's what I've been doing my whole life. Every person that I've ever been with, it was in a codependent relationship, toxic, unhealthy. I'm so over it. And, you know,
This is very interesting because Brooke like relies on a lot of people to survive, you know, like her audience. You need to donate her money whenever something goes wrong in her truck. She never even tries to Google it and try to fix it herself. She's always taken to somebody. She's always like so helpless. So I don't know, man. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe there's a reason you're not independent and self-reliant because you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
He kept emphasizing, oh, you can sleep
It's not a budget shit.
in my bed, you can sleep in my bed. I'm sure he did, whatever, okay? Like, I was expecting that. Any guy's gonna say that. Most, not all. There are some good men out there that wouldn't pressure me like that. They would have fucking gave me a milkshake and the TV remote and said, enjoy the AC for a little while, Brooke. Bless your heart. We'll work.
I want to see her carpenter skills. I want to see one thing she's built. Even if it's just a chair, you know what I mean? Imagine remember that creaky chair she hated? Imagine that's the only thing she's ever built. I really want to know what her carpenter skills are like.
Worry about it on Wednesday. And
That's a skill. Like you're always going to need carpenters. AI can't fucking build a house yet. You know what I mean? Like they're not going to have robots building houses anytime soon. So she could fucking get a carpentry job, you know?
Thursday we gonna party because it's 4th of July. No, it's not none of that. I show up and it's, oh, okay, well, let's go get some groceries so you can cook, okay? Because I did. And then let me put you out in the field with a piece of heavy fucking equipment, because he did, and then left me unsupervised. And then I get caught in fucking blackberry bushes and I am screaming to the top of my lungs, help, Dave.
Fatty King court date got moved to the 24th. There's still court tomorrow, though.
Dave, where are you at? You left me unsupervised. I'm only 135 pounds. This fucking piece of equipment is way more than 300 pounds. Like, yeah, I'm just so fucking over people. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I know that's right. I was supposed to be in Virginia at a club auditioning. That was the whole point of coming, was to look for a job. And this son of a bitch has got me out bush hogging.
See, mixed signals. Calling his grandkids your grandkids, trying to get a job up here for no fucking reason. Like, staying in his house. I don't know. Like, just... Oh, that Brooke.
I ain't doing it, Billy Goat. I want to see brush cutter. I want to see how much this son of a bitch weighs. So it looks like...
What's that thing? It's like, I hate you, don't leave me. That's a pretty good way to sum up Brooke. I don't know what that's from.
This is what I was out running on the side of a fucking mountain by myself. And when I say this brush is thick, y'all go look. There's videos from yesterday. Y'all go look. When I say this brush is thick, it is thick. It ain't like no regular lawnmower. And, I mean, it's a $5,300 piece of equipment that I'm operating. This ain't nothing to play with. And you're going to leave me out there day one unsupervised? And then get mad at me when I get hurt and caught up in some briars. And then gaslight me and send me text messages. Don't scream at me like you screamed at so-and-so.
That's not gaslighting. You were screaming. You, at the top of your lungs, like, to the point that the microphone died. Like, the microphone, it just died. just like, trying to unmute, it wouldn't work. It just, like... Ugh. So, what about that is gaslighting? I don't understand.
Like, what are you talking about right now? Why am I fucking out here doing your yard work for free? You know how much they quote him to do that yard? To clear what he wants cleared? Oh, I'm not doing it. I left. I took the fuck off. I ran. I ran for the hills. Literally. Yeah, they would probably...
Remember fucking Iron Maiden? Oh my god.
Morning, everybody.
I forgot Iron Maiden. Well, just for anyone who hasn't seen her screaming like a freaking... Just, I'm not exaggerating. The microphone, like, literally dies.
If you can see him on this thing, but these ain't...
Alright, hold up. I just don't want to be wasting our time now. I don't know why I moved it over there. I think it's like a little bit back here.
Like I said, I have to be careful that there's no logs or trees or rocks. So I did all of this yesterday. As you can see, it's a path that goes back. I did all of this. I want to check around this bush before I get in there. There's a lot of big trees that I'm not going to be able to get around. Whew. These blackberry bushes, y'all. Look at these blackberries. Oh!
So that's the hook.
God, y'all, I'm stuck in a bush. I'm not even joking right now. There's thorns in my fucking back. Oh, Dave! 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 When I say that there is a thorn stuck in my back, I'm not joking. This fucking blackberry bush right here, it's stuck in my back. Dave! Ugh. My god, damn, dude. I'm about to be so fucking mad at this motherfucker. Dave! I can't move because if I pull backwards, it's gonna rip my fucking shoulder open. I can feel, these are thick. These are not thin fucking briars. Dave! This is why I'm single. You hear how hard I'm screaming?
Yeah.
Trailer, I know he can hear me. Dave! Well, I guess I'm staying here until somebody can come get me out this blackberry bush because there's 2 or 3 of them in there. I can feel it. When it went in, I felt it slide in my
She ends up getting out somehow.
fucking shoulder. These things are like an inch fucking thick. I don't know if you can see them on this thing, but these ain't no small fucking briars. I don't have a knife on me or anything. Ow. It's literally. Ah. Oh my God, it's in there. Dave! Dave! I'm literally about to fucking start panicking. Like, it hurts so fucking bad. Dave! Like, what does he think I'm yelling for? I know he can hear me.
He's on the phone. Not dealing with this.
I don't know what to do. Dave! Ah! I'm so fucking aggravated now. I'm not doing this fucking work for him because of this. Like, I can't trust you. What if something happened to me? What if that fucking piece of equipment kicked back on me? You apparently can't fucking hear that I'm yelling for help. Dave!
She just wants someone to care about her. But, like, this is insane. And is this okay, so there. The microphone has given up. The microphone doesn't work anymore. It was like, I'm not listening to this. And she got out somehow. I don't know how, but she got out. And then, yeah. There's no audio for the rest of the fucking stream. Dun dun dun. What a silly. That's what she's talking about.
Probably, I would say somewhere between $10,000 upwards to $50,000 to clear that land. Y'all don't understand what I'm dealing with out there. I'm talking about big logs, okay? That land has been setting since the war. Since the war, the Civil War. Nobody has owned that land since nobody has lived on that land since the Civil War. So it had to be cleared. And thank God there's not more trees than what there were. I mean, there's piles and piles of logs out there and stuff. And I don't know what I posted yesterday. I think I went live talking about it, but I also filmed some other stuff later in the afternoon, so I can't remember exactly what I posted. Like I said, my memory's pretty. Yeah. Yes, he bought the land with the money from the sale of the strip club that he used to own. He used to own a club in Winston. And we dated, and I helped with the club, and I was on drugs, and you know, I put up with a lot of stuff because I was relying on him for my addiction, and it was codependency at its finest. And he would start arguments on purpose to get me to leave the house so that he could do what he wanted to do. And there was a lot of
just don't want to be around you. I don't fucking know. But then they had to sell the club because someone got shot. And they tried to sue him. And then it looked like they were going to win, but then they didn't win. It was like what a twist moment.
Cheating on his part. He cheated on me all the time. Highly toxic and abusive. And, you know, when I got clean, he was there for me. He took me to the doctor, and, I mean, that's all he did. He took me to the doctor, and he paid for my doctor. He's never helped with my recovery. He has no empathy for recovery. He doesn't understand how recovery works. He doesn't understand how people, places, and things are huge for me. How him triggering me this morning, gaslighting me, is like huge. You know, he doesn't see it. It's just normal. Toxic shit is just normal. You just deal with it. It's just another day. At least you have, you know, Botox in your face, and, you know, you got, you know, your nails done and a tan, and you went on a trip last week. Like that's surface level shit. That's what I'm talking about. Stay away from people like that. Like, he has no empathy, understanding. His emotional intelligence, he has the emotional intelligence of a peanut.
Peanut?
And I know this because every time
Like Mr. Peanut?
I've come up here, there's other videos of me talking about the last time I saw him in DC. Every time it's the same thing. I can't squeeze blood out of a turnip. I can't keep expecting a different result around the same people. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so, you know, I live out of my car full time.
The 24th. The 24th is Dylan and the mass communications of threats. That's why.
Out of my car full time. Look at this pile of clothes that I got right here. My car has never looked like that. Never. Never. I got shit I
And it's all Dave's fault.
need to be doing. I signed up for this damn class through Harvard. It's nothing major. It's
Harvard?
more for just my own learning, but I want to do it, and it'll take a couple of days, and it'll take me investing maybe 5-6 hours a day to finish it.
Did she say Harvard?
You know, I need to be doing laundry. I live out of my car. There's always something to be doing living out of your car, always. And but instead, you know,
Did she say Harvard? I don't remember her going on about Harvard. What?
I've been sitting in the heat. My AC is broke, so I was really struggling last week in Raleigh. I was about to die. I'm not
Harvard
lying.
again.
Y'all. I had to get a hotel one night. I felt bad for spending money. So anyways, I've been going through it. You would think, with our history, if he cared about me, when I drove up Sunday night, you would think instead of forcing me to get out of the house and go here and go there and do this and do that, you would think that if he cared about me, since I was fucking dehydrated and literally having health problems, I was having health problems so bad that I was trying to go to the doctor, but they cut my Medicaid off. I just found out. That's a whole nother story. So I didn't go to the doctor, but I definitely...
I must have just tuned her out before, because that's hilarious to me. She just said casual drops. Yeah, I'm just going to Harvard, you know, guys. Just super sophisticated. Not like Mr. Peanut. He's a fucking idiot. But me, Brooke, Harvard graduate.
needed to see a doctor. No matter how much Gatorade I drink, it doesn't help. You can see that my lips are dry, and it's from the heat. So anyways, you would think that he would just hand me something to eat and we could sit down and enjoy a TV show and go to bed early. And, you know, here's the thing about heat exhaustion. You know how, like, when you get sunburned at the beach, you know how long it takes you to feel good again? You know, like, when you're going home from the beach, you can feel it setting in and you're like, oh, shit. And then you get home and you sleep. And you might sleep from early afternoon to the next damn morning. Like, heat exhaustion, sunburn, that stuff takes a toll on a person. And when you're sitting in that 24/7, that is not good for your health. It can absolutely kill you.
It's really hard chilling at the beach. I've never experienced this. I've never sat on the beach so long that I've just been so exhausted I need to sleep for 2 days. It sounds like such hard work, yeah.
People die from it all the time. Heat exhaustion, dehydration, malnutrition from not being able to eat from the heat. If you're not eating and sleeping because of the heat, that causes a lot of health problems. But no, he didn't offer to let me relax or anything, you know. It's just been go, 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 go. And I understand that he's probably excited that I haven't been up in a while. He never sees anybody. He's tucked back in the woods. I get it. I get it. But, you know, I really did not want to be out there doing that. I do not feel like it at all. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I have shit to do. You know, this motherfucker's running around like my life is not on the brink of fucking disaster. That's another thing that I can't stand, is like, it's one thing to be positive, but it's a whole other thing to be nonchalant and absolutely ignore a problem. And people that ignore problems, they piss me off, because I confront shit head on. I get it done. I handle it. I fix it. I deal with it. When you're not able to acknowledge a situation or a problem, that is a surface level person. If they're not able to talk to you, rationalize, and talk about things, then they're not very rational. They're surface level. They're not able to do that. If you feel like you're pulling turnips trying to talk to somebody during a conversation,
They probably don't want to talk to you.
they're not clicking on all cylinders. They're not all there. They probably genuinely don't know how to fucking communicate and talk things out.
Or they're just trying to have you not talk to them.
That's not my problem, though. And I can't put myself in...
That's what I do to people. You know what I mean? You know, when you're in public and strangers are trying to have fucking conversations with you, so you just give them like very short answers to stop the conversation from going any further. Like, I feel like that's what she's describing. They just don't want to have a conversation with you, Brooke.
in a stressful fucking situation every day because this motherfucker is older than me and still hasn't figured out how to communicate properly or have empathy. That's huge. People that don't have empathy or understanding, that's a red flag. That's a psychopath. Bye, Chris.
Or you can't get a word in edgewise.
Recharge social batteries. That's what I'm saying. I have to step away from people because they drain the life out of me. Like, where are all the normal people? Must be nice to live on the beach. I don't know. I just feel like I get taken advantage of a lot because I'm nice and I'm willing to do things. And I feel, here's the thing. The first night I slept on his couch because it was so hot, and that makes me feel guilty. I don't like that. So I slept in my truck last night because I don't like that. I feel like I'm giving up my freedom. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Y'all, you know what it is? It's because I'm dealing with shitty people. That's exactly what it is, because I wouldn't feel this way if he was a good person. If I knew that he wasn't expecting something, I wouldn't feel like this. It's because he's expecting something that I feel like this. Do you get what I'm saying? But I know that. I knew that he was going to be like this. And I should have. It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. If I don't know, maybe I should have sent a text being like, hey, I'll come up there and see how you're doing and see what changes you've made. But I'm not sleeping with you. I'm not sleeping in the same bed. This is the same thing I've told him for the past 4 years.
So you didn't say that? Like, what was said, actually? I'm actually curious. Can we see the text messages, Brooke?
It's what I've told everybody for 4 years. Come talk to me.
No, Brooke's not out. Brooke will never be out of jail. I mean, if she's out of jail, I'd make a big deal about it. I think you would know. It'd be in the title. I'd be like, They need to put the titles in the scrolly things. The scrolly things. You know when you're scrolling through live feeds on YouTube? I don't think you can see titles. So that's silly, because a lot of people land on this from that. So they should probably put the titles in that.
You can come back to my fucking face when you have something serious to talk about. How about that?
And let me put links in the vertical thing. YouTube, you better be listening to me.
You want to hash things out? I'll be here. But if it ain't about that, I ain't got shit to talk about when it comes to my past, people from my past. We're supposed to make amends. We're supposed to go back to people that we've harmed, people that we've done wrong, and we're supposed to make good. But if those people are not capable of even talking about a situation, rationalizing a situation, what do you do? And then if they're going to hold grudges and try to fuck your life up and destroy you because they're still mad about you doing something or mad about whatever happened years ago, it's best to just cut that person out of your life. Because I'm telling you right now, people are vindictive, they're petty, they're manipulative, and most people want to watch you fucking fail. They want to see you suffer, they want to watch you fucking fail. It's a harsh reality of life. It sucks. I was talking to my manager at the strip club the other day. Beautiful woman. Beautiful.
I don't think people want to watch you fail unless you're, like, evil. You have to really hate someone to want to see them fail. Because most of the time, I don't know. I feel bad when bad things happen to even bad people. So I don't think that's it. I just think, like, you piss a lot of people off. And they do like seeing you fail because of that.
Beautiful woman. She used to dance. She's retired. She's a manager. She told me her daughter turned 21. That is a beautiful accomplishment for a mother in her predicament, being a single mother, to say that they raised their daughter and was able to support her, send her off to college, and take care of her. That is a huge accomplishment. Something that she told me during this conversation is,
the court date from today got moved to the 24th, and there's still court tomorrow.
Because I told her she should be proud of herself, because it's hard. She told me that everybody wanted her to fail. She said after she had her daughter, and she brought her daughter home from the hospital, she said everybody wanted her to fail. She could tell that they wanted her to fail. They were planning on her failure.
The baby?
They were planning her life for her after her failure. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's...
It must be the mom. Because that wouldn't make sense. Why would they want to see a baby fail?
Fucked up. But I feel like, genuinely, a lot of people go through that. And it's usually the people that are closest to you that are doing it to you, saying things about you, or being manipulative, or manipulating you so that you're confused, or gaslighting you. It's usually the people that are closest to you. Your family, your spouse,
I mean, the people closest to you will probably be most likely to do bad things because they're closest to you. You know what I mean? Like you're giving them the opportunity. Like someone you don't know at all. How would they know what to do? You know what I mean? So I don't know. Just be smart, guys. That's my advice.
I've been in a great mood until I come up here. No one deserves my energy, my anger. Nobody deserves that at all. That's why I left. You know, something that's given me power recently is learning when to walk away.
No, the one after this one is like an hour and 40 minutes. And I think, oh my God, we're only an hour and 18 minutes into the 2 hour. This one is 2 hours. I thought we'd be way further. Why? I've been talking too much.
Away because, you know, when I was working at the winery, I was working at an event center, and my boss was an alcoholic, and I needed that job, and she paid very well. She pays well because she's overcompensating for her behavior.
So you quit the winery where they paid you really well, and you could have put your tiny home on the land while you saved up money to get your own land, and you were like, fuck this woman, she's an alcoholic.
And, you know, I live out of my car, so I would stay on the property a lot. I'd park my car at the winery or behind my boss's house because the winery was adjacent to some family property. These people got generational wealth. I mean, it was just family member after family member, you know, down the road. And so I would stay over there a lot, and then, you know, a house set for her and watched her dogs, and I'd clean her house. And I don't know, it was codependency. But there came a point where I knew that she wasn't a good person, but I put myself in that situation to pay my bills. And I figured, well, at least from her, I won't have to worry about her sexually harassing me.
Why is she a bad person? Exactly. I think if I'm remembering correctly, Brooke claims that she's a bad mother, but that's really none of Brooke's business because Brooke is a terrible fucking mother. So she shouldn't be judging if people are bad mothers or not. Is she just driving codependency as like Brooke needs money, so she has to work, and this woman needs employees, so she employed Brooke, and that's a codependent relationship? Because that's fucking insane. That's just you being an employee somewhere, Brooke.
But I knew it was bad from the start.
Because you're not giving us any examples. She just says this and sits there and looks at the window, and then, I don't know, let's see. Maybe I'm cutting her off too early.
And I put myself in the situation thinking that I could handle it, that I could separate myself from all the evil that was going on around me.
Yeah, evil that's going on around you, just not let me know what the fuck was actually happening.
And there came a point where I realized that I knew she was crazy, but I didn't know she was this crazy. She went into one of my jobs that I quit, drove over an hour drive to to a job I quit, to ask them why I quit.
I don't know if you drove. That might be an embellishment because Brooke likes to embellish, but if she was just like asking them for job reference sake, that's not a out of the character thing to do for an employer.
This is a boss of mine from one job driving to ask another job why I quit. It's crazy. I mean, it's just absolutely crazy. And she told me she did this when she was drunk. She probably don't remember telling me, but
Were you drunk too? If you're just remembering right, she just told us like I don't know, not even 5 minutes ago. She's like, my memory's shit, bro.
You know, and then she started telling me more personal things about why her kids.
Yeah, right. Like, no, they had to drive there. They needed to know. They got a voicemail. They're like, fuck it, get in. We need to know tonight.
Wasn't in her life, and
we can't send an email.
I don't know, man. There came a point, though, where she would say things to get a rise out of me, and I could always tell the pattern. I'd picked up on her behavioral pattern, her drinking pattern, her schedule, and she would say things, and I don't know, it would be like when I quit my job, she says, oh, well, you probably quit because you couldn't handle the work. That's what the waitresses at the restaurant said. They said that you were lazy and couldn't handle the workload. And when I tell you guys that that's the farthest thing from the fucking truth.
Why did they say that then?
It was so shocking that I couldn't even say anything. I had to just leave, and I grabbed my shit and I bounced. And that's like my new life now. Like when I don't know what to do. It's so fucking shocking that people will be that fucking bold to lie to me, thinking that I'm that dumb, that I have to get out of the situation because I don't know what I'm going to do. It's appalling. But people are that fucking brazen nowadays. They will look you right in the face and tell you a bold-faced fucking lie and think that you are dumb enough to accept it. And that hurts me. Like, that hurts my feelings so bad. Because I would never do anybody like that. I'm not like that. I'm not capable of being manipulative like that. There's been times that I wish I could be like that. I think about my life and the opportunities that people have offered me and how I probably wouldn't be broke right now if I could just get over the fact, if I could just look at sex as something different than what I feel it is. You know what I mean? And I'm sure that there's been a lot of women that I've met in my life that were jealous of my position and who I was with or what I was doing. But I'm here to tell you that it has been no fucking fairy tale.
Want to see Brooke working at the winery? This is Brooke, back when she had like the only job that I can actually verify. And then she was like, fuck this shit, bro. Fuck this. I'm out. I'm running away. That Dana's evil. She's the only person that seems like a decent person, even by my own accounts. But fuck it. I'm out.
At all. My life has been nothing but chaos and struggle and pain and hurt and destruction since I was born. Since I was born. This motherfucker's done put me in such a bad mood. I hate these fucking type of people. Like, you know, I'm glad my truck cranked. Let's see if it'll crank again. Yay. Maybe I just needed to take that thing out. I don't know. I put it back in and it's not lighting up now. So maybe the outlet, something's going on with the outlet because I stuck it back in there and it's not lighting up anymore. I don't know, but at least it cranked. But that's what I'm saying. I'm literally, I drove up to Virginia to see you, and then I get up here and get in an argument with you, and I go off and break down, and you don't even hit me up. But you care about me, and you want me to move in with you and build a life with you. Am I crazy?
I don't think he wants that. I think you are crazy. You know why I don't think that? Because he evicted you, and that was in 2019, and he's about to trespass you. It doesn't sound like somebody who wants you to move in with him.
I gotta be crazy. I know I'm crazy. It's me. I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had this guy that I met, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. He wanted me to move to Virginia with him and marry him. And I met him on like a dating website or whatever. And for the most part, he seemed like a good guy. But there was an age gap there, and I wasn't necessarily attracted to him. I was attracted to his personality. But we would hang out on the weekends and stuff. I would come up to the mountains and visit, and we would chill. Then he bought me this diamond necklace, and I had told him this stupid story about a girl I knew at a bar, and I asked her one time why she kept getting married and divorced, and she told me that it wasn't her fault, that if men would stop sticking diamonds in her face, then she'd stop getting married, okay? She was one of them, okay? Full face fucking Botox, duck lips, the whole nine, okay? And married like 3, 4, 5 times type of girl, okay? And so, like, that's her investment. Marriage is a investment game to those type of women. And so, anyways, I told him this story about how shallow she was. And he goes to the store and buys me a diamond necklace. And he says, well, I was hoping that you'd be a little like your friend.
What?
And so he'd been hinting at marriage. And then he flat out asked me one day, he
Okay, whatever. I don't know if that's what whatever.
said, why are you so against marriage? Why are you against having kids? And I told him everything about my past and come clean about all my secrets. And he still wanted to get married. Sounds great, right? Sounds like a great guy. Wants to take care of me, wants to move in with him. Wants to help me.
Oh yeah, she made lots of news. The video that I'm editing has like a compilation of all the news things. I gotta finish it. I didn't know that she talked so long to the cops. She talked like for like an hour to the cops, so I'm just editing that last part and it'll be done.
That one thing that really attracted me to him.
I want to cover Heather Gillespie's stream though after this. You know, So I'm gonna run another stream after this, and then it'll be probably up tomorrow.
Was that he kept reiterating. He said, Brooke, you know you can have your own business. Brooke, you know you can have your own business. He was literally one of the most supportive people when it came to my future and what I wanted to do with my future, and even offered to help me pay for school. Great. Sounds like a great fucking guy. Why didn't I marry him? I found out, so I told him no. I declined, but I still wanted to date him. I still wanted to see where it would go. I just didn't want to get married that week, you know? And after, like, I don't even know, maybe 6 months of dating, so we split up. He declined to see me anymore because I didn't want to get married, and I wasn't open to the idea right then and there. The last time I talked to him was, I don't even know, a few months later. It wasn't even maybe 2, 3, 4 months later. I texted him to check.
Why is Brooke telling us all of the failed relationships in her life on this day? What is the point of this?
Back on him. Apparently, he had another girl move in. They had done gotten married, and she had a baby. I was under the impression that the baby is his. He never confirmed or denied. That really.
Is this content? I feel like I could do this. I feel like. Just sit in a car. I can tell you about every fucking failed relationship I've ever had. And that's content? Man, what have I been doing?
Made me feel some type of way, like, why not say, oh yeah, her kid from a previous marriage or kid from a previous relationship. He never said that. He said his son. His exact text message said his son. So I'm going to take that as you were seeing this bitch while me and you were together, and you had her lined up behind me the whole time. I was the first option. That didn't work out, so you went with plan B. I would later find out that that was true. I don't know if it's his son, but yeah, he was seeing her the whole time behind my back. So that was the man that wanted to marry me. Winner, chicken dinner. Oh, and by the way, his wife died under mysterious circumstances. He sold their home in Charlotte and moved to the mountains of Virginia. Got rid of every single trace of his past life. I don't know. I don't think he's a bad guy. He was some CEO of some huge company in Charlotte. I don't know.
It basically implies he might have murdered his wife, but I don't know. He's not really a bad guy, though. Just, you know, death under mysterious circumstances completely annihilated any trace of his past life, but yeah, it's a pretty good guy. I think he's all right.
I just think that I most definitely think that he was trying to manipulate me with money. He was trying to set the scene. He wanted me to be stuck in the mountains up there in his little house all the time. I've been through that. That's literally what I've been dealing with my whole life. I'm not going back.
That's why I stopped myself from dissecting it, because I was like, I'm not going to dissect some story that probably isn't fucking even real. But it's something. This is Brooke telling us stories.
Back to that. I have my own life now, and I'm going to live it. I cannot believe I was out there running that equipment. I'm still like, what the hell am I thinking? I could have, y'all, what if I would have got hurt? I would have been so screwed. I wouldn't be able to make any money to pay my bills. Like, what am I thinking running heavy equipment? Look. I was out there from like 8 o'clock in the morning until like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's a lawnmower, no? That's just a lawnmower.
Look at this fucking equipment. Why can't you? My phone, I gotta get a new phone, y'all. This phone, I did unload, I unloaded YouTube and then re-downloaded it back, and my phone fixed. There was something going on with my phone. I don't know how to explain it, but it fixed it. Thank God.
It'll only be 10 more years before she can get a URL.
Look at this big ass piece of equipment that I was driving around. I was gonna post this for you guys, but I was actually gonna re-video it today because I didn't like how my body looked in the video. And
oh no, okay, that is the thing. It just looked like a lawnmower at first.
That's not a lawnmower. That's actually what they called a bush cutter. It can cut like small trees and all kinds of stuff, but if you hit a stump or anything that's big, that thing can hurt you. You see me struggling? I mean, I'm getting it, but I'm struggling.
Yeah, I doubt that he was like, Brooke, can you do this? Doesn't look like you're doing, like, I wouldn't want somebody struggling to do this. I don't think she could get that much done in the time that she's taking to do just that little bit there.
That thing's heavy as shit. This is what I did yesterday. After I was fucking exhausted from last week and struggling with fucking health problems Sunday night, I get up Monday morning and get out here and do this dumb shit. What the fuck is wrong with me? Look at all that I just cleared. I cleared that whole spot. The fucking sticky briars. When you drive that thing by, when you go to pass by, the sticky briars from the trees, yoke your ass up, okay? That's all I know. It hurts. It hurts so bad. I'm all cut up. My hands, my legs, I'm all cut to hell. Why am I out here doing this for this man? I mean, he's not paying my truck payment. He's not paying me any money. He's not giving me shit. For what, AC? Fuck that. What is wrong with me? No. Not when I have real shit to be doing, like looking for fucking work. I tried to give up my job. He would never let me work. He didn't want me to work. Most people that I've dated didn't want me working. It's a way that I've learned that they
I thought you managed the strip club with them.
assert power and control. And I'll never do that again. I will work till the day I die. And matter of fact, I'm going to be a business owner in the next 5 years. I don't give a fuck. So everybody get out my way. Brooke coming through. I'm going to need...
What is this from? This was... Oh, I have it up there. From July of 2024, in the next 5 years. So by 2029? Brooke, if she gets out in 2 years, maybe there's still hope.
that loan, you know? So my bank has already pre-approved me for a loan for a business. The issue is drawing up the business plan, going back in there, and you know, here, the stress. I'm just scared that I won't succeed. I would like to find something that I know that I'll be good at, and I would actually like to do it out of my own pocket so that I don't have to rely on anybody else and owe anybody anything. Because the great thing about my life is I have zero debt. The only debt I have is this truck. You know, I have a truck payment, so that is debt. That is considered debt. That is not an asset. That's debt.
Thousands.
But, you know, like, I would still like to do it on my own dime. And I had this little side...
We'll find out eventually. If she's not paying taxes on her YouTube, what'll happen in 4 years? Because every 4 years you gotta resubmit your tax information. So if you haven't been paying your taxes on your YouTube, what to do? This scared me. They say, hey, ha ha. I'm gonna give them a French accent for whatever. Ha ha ha. You owe us 30% of all of your previous earnings, which means like whatever Brooke has made, she'll owe YouTube 30% if she doesn't file her taxes. So she'll either owe the IRS or YouTube money in 2 years from now because she's been monetized for about 2 years. So that might be whenever she gets out of jail. If she gets the maximum sentence, and then she'll be really pissed when she gets out of jail.
odd business going back last summer where I was buying, refurbishing, and reselling furniture, and that was going great. I was selling a piece or two every week, and high-end pieces. It wasn't like cheap stuff. It was like dressers and armoires and stuff like that, and it was going great. And then I left my abuser. Got kicked out of my house, actually. So he evicted me because I went to sleep with him. This is not the first time. He's done this dozens of times in the past. He's weaponized the court system against me, and that's why I left, because I'm like, listen, this was cute.
25 months for the mass communication to threats. Yeah, I don't know if like cyber stalking will get her anything. So yeah, like around 2 years would be like, I think the max sentence, maybe a little bit more if they slap some other stuff on her.
When I was 17, it was cute when I was 19. It ain't cute no more. I got to go. You can have this toxic shit. I'll see you on the other side. No, I won't actually, because your ass is going to hell. But good luck. Good luck. And that was the last time I saw him. But I had to leave all of my furniture, all of my stuff. A lot of my stuff he kept. And it is what it is. You know, I have receipts for that. I can file a civil suit against him, which I plan to do later on down the road. But, you know, it's just life is hard.
That's right, Rochelle.
Life is hard. It can be. It can be very hard. And I'm not going back to any situation like that. I was really hoping that this motherfucker was like, I don't know what I expect. I think it's because I do so much changing. Like, my behavior is so different, like, than what it used to be. I think it's that I do so much changing that I actually get convinced that people are out here focused on changing and they're working on them, and maybe they learn from their past mistakes like I have. But unfortunately, statistically speaking, that's just not the case. We know that's not the case. We know for a fact that's not the case. People are getting dumber. But I would like to think that everybody I know is out here working on becoming a better person. I would like to think that. I have a lot of faith. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people care about what other people think a lot too.
I've heard of people working in jail. I don't know like how much money you make, but if you mean just on YouTube videos, like if people still watch her videos while she's in jail, they'll go to her AdSense account and I'll get paid out somewhere. But yeah, I don't, I've never been to jail, so I'm not too familiar with like how that works, or if that's for every inmate, or if that's just for the good behaved ones, or if they make them do it. I don't know.
Like outward appearances, you know what I mean? And that's not good. I don't want to be with anybody that cares more about what society thinks than what I think. I should be the only
Rochelle, thank you for becoming a good little angel.
person that you care who thinks what. You know what I mean? Like, we are the only two in this bubble. This is a circle of trust. It's you and me. Like, what is this? Why do you care what everybody else thinks? Not y'all, but just like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, when I got here Sunday night, the first thing he wanted to do was go show me off this fucking family. I just drove 4 hours. I've been in the heat for 3 weeks, literally dying.
Maybe show you off. The family already knows you. Family probably doesn't like you. Family would probably be disappointed in Dave and be like, why are you bringing Brooke back around?
I'm having health issues because I'm so dehydrated. And you want me to go see who? On a Sunday night at what time?
Remember when you had to evict her in 2019 and she wouldn't leave? Why is she back now in 2023? What are you doing, Dave?
8 o'clock? That's what I'm saying. Pay attention to the way people treat you. Their actions are going to tell you who they are and how they feel about you. It's been perfectly clear that my well-being and what's in the best interest of me is not important.
I mean, it must suck being Brooke, like, to not be wanted anywhere, but I get it. I wouldn't want Brooke anywhere either.
Oh. And I understand that he makes enough money, he doesn't have to stress about anything.
So
but that's never benefited me.
Oh, yeah, computer, we're not gonna work now. The eviction wasn't on camera or anything. That's just, from court documents.
So why do I care? Like, I still have shit to get done. So if you don't mind, I need to do that. Like, I don't know. Some people are just so selfish. They don't think about the bigger picture, you know? And I'd already mentioned several times, like, I have responsibilities. I got shit I got to do. And that just gets washed over. It's almost like he thought that I was just going to come there and, like, move in. That's what he thought. That's exactly what he thought. Like, what the fuck? I might have did that when I was 27 or 28, but, like, bro, it's 10 years later. Wake the fuck up. We passed that shit. I ain't moving in with no fucking body until I get a ring on this hand. How about that? How about that? Okay? Because of you. Just because of you. Just because of you. I wasn't even gonna take it that far.
I feel like, I don't know, there must be live streamers that just sitting in their car like, I'll never play for your hockey team in the NHL. It's never gonna happen. It's not because I suck and no one wants me in the NHL. It's because I refuse to play for such a corrupt hockey team. So good luck trying to find your next center. I'm gonna sit here and eat ramen noodles. Or I don't know, maybe Chef Boyardee straight out of the can. Unheated, I'm proving a point. That's what it feels like.
I was gonna say, damn, if somebody
Never moving in with Dave. Dave evicted you. Dave wants nothing to do with you.
has some respect for me and they like my home cooking and they think I'm good at laundry, might have a relationship going there. But no, I gotta take it as far as saying, oh, well, I'm not moving in or having sex with anybody till I get married. That's sad. It's because of respect. I'm not the same person that I was 10 years ago, and nobody is. Some people are. I guess some people are. I take that back. Some people are, right? Some people are the same person they was 10 years ago. God, I hope I never stop thinking. I hope I never stop growing. I hope I never stop, like, seriously contemplating things and looking at things for the way that they are. Like, I am a whole different person than who I was when I was strung out on drugs. I can promise you that. Here's the thing. I get around people and they aggravate me so bad I can't even stand around them long enough to show them who I am now. Because they...
Nah, I haven't watched hockey since the first lockout. Yeah, was it called the lockout? Remember when they just took hockey away? I was like, oh, okay. And then he came back and I was like, I'm good.
fucking annoy me so bad. The dumb shit that they do and say, the self-centeredness, the lack of respect, the lack of logical, like being logical, thinking about things logically. I'm out here struggling, fighting tooth and nail to feed my fucking self, and all you care about is your fucking front yard. The audacity. You want to show me off to your fucking family? You want to fornicate with me? You want me to sleep in your bed? That's wives' moves. That's marriage. That's marriage behavior, sir. That's marriage behavior. I wouldn't marry him in a heartbeat. I'd never marry that motherfucker. That's another thing. Like, why am I here? Why am I? This is what I'm saying when I say I do it to myself. Because when I look at the bigger picture, I would never marry him. Because I know who he is. I know what he's capable of. I know what type of person he is. I know what he values in life. He tried to gaslight me yesterday when we were talking about his new house. He said, see, I took your advice. He said, part of the reason that I bought this place up here was because of you. See, this is the thing. When you walk away from that shit and you get time to regroup and then you go back, you can see the gaslighting. You can see the manipulation. You can see how you fell for it the first time. And I've been able to do this the past 3 times I've seen him. I'm like, oh, God, that would have fucking worked on me back in 2016. And it
So he didn't take your advice?
did. And the next thing you know, we're fucking fist fighting in a 3-car garage in a $1 million neighborhood trying to shoot each other. True story.
What? That doesn't sound true, but let me hear that again.
I'm like, oh, God, that would have fucking worked on me back in 2016. And it did. And the next thing you know, we're fucking fist fighting in a 3-car garage in a $1 million neighborhood trying to shoot each other. True story. That's not love. Wait, he had a pickaxe, I had a gun.
What? See? This is why. This is why we go back into the past for this shit. What the fuck is that? Michelle, thank you for the 5 memberships. Wow. That escalated quickly.
It was an aerosol, but I shot that motherfucker and he thought it was real. Yo, we used to fight, okay? That's what I'm saying. I'm not going back to that. I am not going back to that. Motherfucker had been at the strip club for 3 days doing cocaine, okay? Let me tell you why I was angry. Because I'd been cooking. I'd cook rice. I'd cook homemade cornbread. I cooked beef stew.
Okay.
I've been sitting there waiting on that son of a bitch for 2 days. He's at the club, coked out of his fucking mind, asking me if I can come get his ass in the snow. How about no? Nope, I ain't doing it. Good luck, sir. Good luck.
And he probably ruined his appetite with all the cocaine, huh?
Good luck. Coming home through the fucking mountains in the snow. When he finally made it home, I was pissed. And we had words. And the next thing you know, I don't even know what happened. I don't even know. He used to like, you know? And then I'd, like, you know, don't come at me, like, because I'm going to think you're about to attack me. So, yeah, we used to fight. And,
It was a winter wonderland. There was fucking white everywhere.
all I know is
Inside, outside.
he had a pickaxe, like, for ice or something. And he was on one side of the garage or something, or I don't remember. No, I feel like he was like running at me, or he had it in his hand, and I pulled that little airsoft out, and I
Why'd you have an airsoft gun? Wouldn't he know that if you had firearms or not?
let off like 3 or 4 pops in the kitchen, and his ass went running through the fucking garage. I go outside, chasing him some more, popping off the little aerosol bullets, the little BBs, hitting the cars, and he's thinking that it's gunfire.
It's not a good way to get killed. What if he had a gun?
Oh, God. Good times. Cops showed up. Yeah, good times. I had like 3 minutes to pack all of my shit to get the fuck out. Good times. I'm not going through that again, and I told him that. I said, listen, that shit that happened 10 years ago, 2016, I said, I don't live like that anymore. I said, I don't give people the power to be able to kick me out and tell me what I am and ain't gonna do just to have a roof over my head. I said,
you're the one who drove here, Brooke. He didn't come to you. He's not imposing himself into your life. This is wild.
I ain't going for that. Point blank period. I ain't doing it. I ain't kissing your ass. I ain't stroking your ego. If we were going to do this, it was because we were going to do this because we were in love. And the way to get me to love you is by you loving me. It's as simple as that. Simple. So fucking simple. But people are that stupid.
He can't love you and also just do a bunch of cocaine at the club and not eat your food if he doesn't feel like it?
So, you know, I'm not going to beg anybody to love me. Either you don't or you do. And I think that he does. I think that he's in love with the idea of having somebody. Does that make sense? Because he's lonely. The girl that he was with before me, God rest her soul, she committed suicide in our $1 million house before I met him.
So that house is haunted. The one that she... Maybe that's why! Maybe it was $1 million and now it's gone down because someone died in it.
So he's been through a lot. And some might say that a lot of it was his own fault. But same here. So, you know, life is what it is. She did. She had 2 children. And they were...
I want to live in this haunted house. If you summon the fucking Ouija board, tell us about... Dave. What can you tell us about Dave?
Raising these children together. They were from a previous relationship. She went into the club, was looking for employment, and she met the owner. Now, this was years before I would meet him. They were, you know, he was older than her, but I think that they were a little closer in age than me and him were. But he was in D.C. for work because he worked for the government up there, and he also owned the club, and he come home and found their body. She had hung herself, and I mean, it's horrific. It's heartbreaking. It upsets me, and I didn't even know her. I seen her pictures. I know of her, and I used to keep...
Why were you looking at her pictures? Just like creeping on Dave's Facebook. Wait! I need to find Dave's Facebook.
Keep her pictures all around his house, and anytime I would clean up like the attic or the basement or whatever, I would find pictures of her and his kids and all of their kids together, and I would always take those pictures and frame them and put them in the house.
For some reason I thought this was the woman that he was with after Brooke, but I guess this was the woman he was with before Brooke, or else the story makes no fucking sense.
Like, it's gotta be...
Unless, like, Brooke is an insanely crazier stalker than I even realized, and she's somehow in Dave's attic without him knowing, going through stuff. You know what I mean? So it must have been the other way around.
Rough. But you would think that somebody would look at that situation and say, hey, what happened here? What went wrong? How did my actions impact this woman's life? Did I have anything to do with this? Did I contribute to her sadness? Did I contribute to anything that she was going through? Like, you know, that's what a normal person would do.
Because you were doing drugs with her husband? And, like, probably banging him?
They would kind of internalize it a little bit and evaluate why this woman did this, especially when you are the immediate partner of somebody who does that. That's what you're going to... Most people would go through the process of grieving, and that's going to involve this, what I'm talking about.
Yeah, apparently. That's how... This is the first time her telling this story. Which, I don't know what that means. I swear every other time she's told it, that it's been the other way around. Like, the gal that he was with after did that, but apparently not. Maybe I'm just misremembering.
But some people don't. They don't look at their actions. They're not aware of their actions. Are not in control of themselves. They don't even have inner fucking monologue guiding them through life. That's scary. If you ain't got inner monologue, how are you getting by? If I didn't have my third voice inside, my soul, I don't know what to call it, my conscience, I would be screwed. Like, and to find out some people don't have that inside voice is scary for me. But some people are just not aware. It's just you know, I think I'm neurodivergent. You know what that is? Like, the neurodivergent is where things are different. They come at you different. You think about things different, like emotionally. But yeah, It's really sad to think about that woman passing away, and I feel horrible for him, but what I'm not going to do is put myself in the situation to be victim number 2, because I've been there and I know psychologically speaking what he's capable of. And I honestly don't even think, I wonder if some people even realize what they're...
Okay, so she dated him in 2016, then they separated, then he married the unalive lady, then Brooke claims they were getting back together last year. Interesting. Like last year from this time? Because that would still be like 2022. Oh, she got evicted in 2019. That's messy.
They're doing, or they just, it's just like second nature to them. I really do. I think some people, it's second nature, the way that they are able to manipulate and coerce and con others. I think that it is second nature to some people, because that's all that they've ever known. When you grow up around...
And if these people were so bad, like, why does she keep going back to them? I think she's manipulating people, and when she's got like a mark, she tries to milk as much as she can out of them. Which is, I mean, like, I can't see it any other way. Like, that's what it is with Randy, that's what it is with this guy, it feels like.
Around people manipulate, and you think it's okay to manipulate others, to be conniving and mislead people. And so you behave that way. And I think that some people, it's second nature for them. They don't know how to be an honest person. They don't know how to keep it real or be vulnerable or have serious conversations. And that's scary. Stay away from people like that. I am. I'm about to hopefully crank my truck again and head to Planet Fitness. I'm going to shower. I haven't even had a shower today. I haven't brushed my teeth. That's what I'm saying. Like, this man has disrupted my whole fucking day. And actually my whole week, because I was supposed to go into Richmond yesterday for work. I was going to audition at a club. I mean, I can do...
Dave ruined her day by her getting stuck in a bush and then her complaining in her truck for 4 hours. Like, she could have done all of this stuff by now if you weren't complaining in the truck for 4 hours.
Do it today. Hopefully, now that my truck's cranking. Thank God. Y'all, when I tell you that I was like literally crying. I was like, how can it get this bad? Like, I really don't have the $80 to spend to get jumped off again. I just did that 3 weeks ago. I need a new battery. But yeah, I came to enjoy myself, to relax, to enjoy the AC, to eat good food, to fucking relax. I didn't come here to fucking bust my ass for somebody who doesn't even give a fuck if I'm broke down on the side of the road.
Are you broke down on the side of the road? Or is this another damsel in distress thing? Help, I'm stuck in a bush. You need to come help me. Help, I'm stuck on the side of the road. You need to come help me. But you're not. You just want Dave to come, like, swoop in and be like, yes, Brooke. And then she'll be like, get away from me, stalker. I'm so sick of Brooke shit. What's this? Yeah, show me this. Is this actually straight? Hold on. I can't read this. I would rather die than give my... Well, this is just Brooke texting him, though. What did he say? I don't care. I already know what Brooke would say. Brooke is an insane person. What did Dave say?
I said, and this is why I'm celibate, and I'm planning to stay that way. So no, thank you. I said, my truck is all I have, and it's my home because I can't trust anybody. And I said, nobody out here is even willing to do the bare minimum in a relationship anymore. Everyone wants to fuck me, but nobody wants to give a fuck about me. You know what I mean? I said, that's why I'm celibate and plan to stay that way. So no, thank you. I don't want to have to sleep with anyone for AC. I would rather die than give my body to someone who cares more about their yard than my well-being. I'm tired and stressed. I'm literally broke down at McDonald's and my truck won't crank my battery. I have no gas and I've not eaten today. Shit keeps going from bad to worse, and I agree with you. I'm not going to fight with anybody, since the last time I was in a fight was with you. The last time I saw him 3 months ago. I said, so touche, motherfucker.
That's crazy. So she actually pretended that she was broken down on the side of the road. Brooke.
Battery is completely dead. I don't have the $80 to call a tow truck, and my phone keeps cutting off because it's so hot. Thank you so much. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I said, did it ever occur to you that I might be exhausted, tired, 2 seconds away from a fucking heat stroke because I haven't slept for a week straight because I haven't had AC?
I mean, like, you seem to have a lot of energy. You won't shut the fuck up.
I said, I'm so fucking exhausted. I said, my GPS won't even fucking work because my phone keeps cutting off from the heat. I said, this is exactly what I'm talking about. But your nerves are shot. That's what he kept saying. My nerves are shot. My nerves are shot.
Yeah, my nerves are shot. I feel like I'm on edge just watching this from behind a screen, right? Like, I can only imagine what it would be like to have Brooke on my fucking property.
Nerves are shot.
Yeah, my nerves would be shot too.
How would your nerves be if you knew that you had to go sleep in your Jeep tonight with no AC and $13 to your name? How would your nerves be then, sir?
I don't know. I wouldn't have made such bad life choices to put myself in that position.
Just let me know. You know, and the fact is that he don't respond because he knows I'm fucking right. He knows I'm fucking right, but his pride gets in the way, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I was hoping he'd let go of. His pride.
No, he let go of you. He's not... He's got the right attitude. Don't even fucking respond. Don't give her the satisfaction of responding. Just move on with your life.
Why can't you say, sorry, Brooke, you were out in a blueberry bush, and I should have been out here supervising this because that's a big piece of equipment, and it's a lot for a little old girl who's already fucking exhausted.
Some people are crazy. Some people can't move on from people, and they'll keep messaging you even if you don't message them back for years. So you just can't. You just can't engage.
No, you'll never get that. I said I'm fucking homeless, in the heat, hungry right now, but your nerves are shot? It's unbelievable to me how some people will never change. Once again, it's all about you and your fucking yard. So if y'all ever wonder why I'm single, it's because I just want to fucking relax. I just want to fucking relax. Some ice cream.
I don't feel like Brooke wants to relax. I want to relax. That's why the Brooke the video kind of isn't done, because I'm like, you know what? Brooke's in jail. Like, I can sleep. I can sleep for a bit longer. I can, like, I don't know, go for a walk. I can watch an hour documentary on fucking BlackRock and make myself all paranoid about shit.
I'm too old for this stress. I can no longer handle the grumpiness
Thanks for
of the world.
beans. You're up in my broadcast throwing me beans?
Rochelle super chatted $10. Complaining is one of the ego's favorite ways of strengthening itself. Every complaint is a little story the mind makes up that you completely believe in.
That's smart. Thank you for the 10, by the way, Rochelle.
World, I will still help on your AC if
Like, that makes sense.
you want then. I really, really do want to see good things for you. I knew deep down there's a person that deserves it. Deep down. See what I'm saying? Gaslighting. That's words of manipulation. So I'm not a good person because I left him this morning. And this is what the psychologist was talking about the other day. She broke it all down. She said that the narcissist will come at you. They will do something to you to upset you emotionally. They will do something. This is a mental abuse, y'all. When people come at you and they try to gaslight you into feeling like you're the fucking problem when they've done something to you, that is absolutely narcissism and gaslighting in a nutshell.
What did he do other than invite you into his home and say that he would fix your car?
That's what it is. This motherfucker leaves me unsupervised, out in the fucking heat, running heavy equipment. I get stuck in a blueberry bush with thorns in my back. I start screaming, help, where you at, help. So when he gets there, of course I have an attitude. Of course, when he finally gets there 20 minutes later, 10 minutes later, yes, I have an attitude. But I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy because I had to get away, because the motherfucker texted me and said, don't yell at me, I'm not so-and-so. Gaslighting me, trying to start an argument, you know? So no, this is what you wanted. You wanted an argument. You absolutely wanted me to leave. Otherwise, you could have behaved like you wanted me to stay. You fucked up. Well, this is what I'm saying. I don't understand why people can't take responsibility for their actions. It's pitiful. And if you don't, you're going to end up like him, out in the woods, in a trailer. This is about 10 people I know that are in his exact situation, living on a farm in the middle of nowhere, with nobody to come visit, kids that don't want to see him.
If you don't want to live out in the woods in a trailer, you better fucking listen to me. Like, what is that?
There's a reason for that.
Brooke.
That everybody that comes ends up running. Everybody's like, why don't you move in with somebody? This is why, because I don't want to feel like this every day. And it would absolutely be like this. It always has been. It always has been. Any freedom that I think I have, the happiness of that freedom will be smashed away by the reality of the abuse that I will have to endure every single day. I'm not allowed to be happy. You're not allowed to be happy when you're with somebody who wants you unhappy.
Basically, if you don't let Brooke treat you like shit and just say whatever the fuck she wants or yell at you or blame you for everything, then you're abusing her and she can't stay. So you should probably just stay away from Brooke.
You know, a lot of people don't want you, but they also don't want nobody to have you. Surface level people. Yo, I look like a ragamuffin. This thing, first of all, I think it's inside out. Second of all, it's dirty as hell because I was out bush hogging. Third of all, I am cut the hell up. My legs, my arms. I'm a dancer. I'm not a landscaper anymore. At least not this week. Maybe next week we'll go back to it. But I'm seriously about to get the hell up out of here. That's so sad, Eric. That's rough. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. I want to be around like-minded people, Lori. I hope I'm saying that right. I want to be around like-minded people who are focused on positive things. You know, yeah, being around people who just want to use, and they never think about where you're at and what you're doing. Like that's what I'm saying. Anytime I've ever been with my ex, it was always about what he wanted to do, where he wanted to go, what the plan was for him that day. You know, and I always abided and did what he wanted because he was the breadwinner and he supported me. I'm not going back to that. I was miserable. I wanted to die. I tried to kill myself with heroin. And what's even more...
So he wanted to do heroin all the time?
More fucked up is that these people are so selfish that they would be willing to risk me relapsing and dying on drugs for their own sick perversion than just let me live a normal fucking life. They would be they want me, and you know, but they don't want to do the bare minimum of a relationship. They just want me there to show me off during family events, fuck me, and that's it. Cook for them, clean their house, you know, because I was always very domesticated. And you know, I'm not going back to that. You got to bring something to the fucking table. I know I ain't got nothing to bring.
I don't think there's any part of Brooke that's domesticated in any way.
What I do have to bring is my fucking loyalty. I never cheated on anybody I've been with, ever. I've never fucked anybody over. What I am bringing to the table is my fucking intrinsic value and my fucking, my heart, like, my spirit, like, not everybody, I'm not trying to be funny and say, oh, not everybody's like me, but they're not. I'm fucking real. I can't help it, and it's caused me so many problems in my life. And you know, there's not too many real fucking people out here anymore that actually genuinely give a fuck about everybody, even if they don't know them. A bunch of cold-hearted, heartless people out here. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna waste my time on somebody who can't even emotionally connect with me. That's the fucking bare minimum. Serious conversations about real life shit, the future. We should be talking about this. You know,
What? I thought... What are you talking about, the future? Why would you be talking about the future together if you're not trying to be together?
with that man over 6 years, and we not once ever had a talk about finances. Not once. That's how you know you're in a surface level relationship. That's one of the...
Because you're not talking about finances?
I mean, it's just as bad as being in a polyamorous relationship, or it's just as bad as, you know, selling my
Thanks for
body
beans.
for money.
You're up at my broadcast throwing me beans?
Peanut butter and jelly number 4 super chatted $10. Loudly crying, loudly crying, loudly crying, loudly crying, loudly crying. I broke down and sent Brooke electrolytes and protein.
Did you peanut butter and jelly? Thank you for the 10. What kind of protein and electrolytes are there on the commissary options?
It's just as bad. I'm with somebody who is using and abusing me, and I stay in that situation because I think that it's better, and I think that I'm better off having a roof and food in my belly. That's the same thing as selling your body. Allowing someone to harm you to eat. You know? I just can't go back to that. I'm really upset with myself for driving up here. Like, you know, my car wouldn't crank earlier, my phone wouldn't start, and then I texted him, and he didn't even text me back. And that shows you right there what type of person he is. Like, you're the one that invited me up here. But here's the thing, I did yesterday, I worked clearing this land, running this equipment. You would think at the very least he could come get me a battery for all the work I did yesterday, right? I mean, I haven't asked him for a dime. The only thing he's bought me is a fucking coffee, maybe some yogurt. I think
He tried to give you money and you said, I don't want your money.
got me some yogurt.
Remember that?
You know, he went and got groceries because, of course, he wanted me to cook for him. So.
Or like he just bought groceries because everyone in life needs groceries.
Yeah, it is. And that's what, you know what makes it hard is like the money aspect, knowing that I could have my AC fixed, knowing that, you know, I wouldn't have to struggle if I could just conform. And I struggle with that. Like, I debate. I've literally wanted to be evil before. I've wanted to operate like everybody else. Because I feel like...
Yeah, Brooke's conscience is really shining here. What do you mean? What do you mean you wanted to be evil before?
life would be easier. And that's fucked up.
It'd be easier to be evil? No, it wouldn't.
To wish that you could be a grimy person. I wish that I had the capability, like other people, to just take what I wanted and not give a fuck about others. I wish
That is what she's like.
I could, honestly. And I battle with the angel and demon on my shoulder. I was really hoping that I was going to come up here and he was going to say, oh my God, I've missed you. I realized that I was bad to you. I realized that I put you through so much. You know, that's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. He'll never be the person that I need him to be because his motives are not pure. His motives are evil. It's for gain, you know? I mean, I really don't think that it would matter who it was as long as he just had somebody with him here. He's lonely. He's getting at that age, late 50s, if not early 60s. He might be 61 now. I don't know. But he's getting...
Like, Brooke expects this guy to like be so interested in her and, I don't know, want to involve her in the finances and shit. She doesn't even know this guy's fucking birthday. Come on, Brooke. It's a give and take, yo.
That age where he's he's like, I need somebody. I want somebody. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Lori, also. Oh, yeah, financial abuse. Whoo, girl. I've been through it. I've been fucking through it. I've had bank accounts froze. I've had lawsuits against me from my abusers. I've been through it.
From her sugar daddies? Who you just like run away from, I guess? I don't know.
Man, I've had people blackmail me. You know, my
Blackmail?
Yeah, I've had people buy me cars and then blackmail me, trying to get me into sex trafficking. I've had people force me into stripping. I mean, I've been through it. Financial abuse is one of the worst abuses because people are almost willing to do anything just to be able to eat and survive, you know? And if you've never been through that...
I think everyone has. Maybe I'm being naive. I'm sure maybe there's rich people who have, I don't know, trust funds or inheritances where they literally never have to worry about that shit ever. But I think a majority of us have to fucking work or worry about money or how we're going to make money.
It's really hard to understand. It's really hard to understand. And I understand that, but financial abuse has long-term effects because it makes you live in a constant state of fear no matter who you're with later on down the road, especially if there's any finances involved. And like I said, most people that I dated didn't want me working. And, you know, that takes away your financial freedom now. You don't have the money to leave if you wanted to. What do? You're stuck. There are no shelters. Women's houses, what is that? Good luck with that. Let me know in 6 years if they got through the list to your name. A decision hurts doesn't mean it's the wrong one. Yeah. I'm just genuinely shocked that my car went and cranked, and I texted him and told him that it was the battery and that I was stranded over here, and he didn't even ask if he could come jump me off. But you want me to go run heavy equipment and clean off your fucking land? What benefit is that of mine? My house, my name's not on that house. My name's not on that land. That's what I'm saying. He's wanting wife shit for girlfriend pay. You know what I mean? And I'm not doing that anymore. I've already did that multiple times. I'm sick of doing that. It's part of the reason I'm in a car now. I gave all of my money to somebody and they stole it. They stole my house. I had to sell a different house because I was worried that he was going to take the house. Like, I've been through so much.
Make it make sense. How does that make sense?
And I'm not getting trapped back in another situation like that. Here's where I'm at. I was actually gonna stay up here and try to go work in Richmond and see if I couldn't earn money and drive back and forth and at least just stay in his driveway.
Yeah, you were trying to turn him into the new Randy. I called this, it wasn't this stream, the stream before. We fucking have your number. I get what you're trying to do.
I was willing to start from the bottom, start the foundation of trust, the circle of trust over. We got to start from scratch. But he can't even make it that far. He's so fucking impatient, he can't even shut up about sex. Like, or not really sex, but me sleeping in the same bed with him. Like, bro, like, I'm so old-fashioned. Like, I really am. Like, I'm trying to meet somebody. We gonna talk for maybe a month, and then we'll go on a date. And then, if the date goes good, then we can have another date in a week. And then if that date goes good, then we can see each other, I don't know, maybe go on a date, have date night 2-3 times a week. You know, after a few 3-4 months, if we're comfortable with each other, we can maybe have like sleepovers with each other. But like,
so basically, let me stay in your driveway and eat your food and all this other shit and annoy the fuck out of you. And then, you know, maybe in time we could go on like this dates, that date, have a movie night. What is this shit? Is this actually like dangles carrots in front of them to keep them going? Like, this is fucking wacky to me.
you know, and I'm not even talking about sex involved, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand why we're so obsessed with shit that don't fucking matter. That shit, your dick ain't even gonna work in 20 years. It's not gonna work. Your vagina is not gonna get wet in 20 years. Like, why are we so obsessed with shit that it's not gonna matter? We need to be worried about.
Probably because it's not going to work in 20 years, so they want to enjoy sex and life while they can. I don't fucking know. Why are you so insane? Like, why can't you just go live by yourself somewhere? Why do you gotta fucking mess up everyone's life around you?
Who's gonna wipe your ass in 20 years when you can't walk? Like, who's gonna take care of you if something happens and you go blind? That's what's important. How have we fallen so far? And I felt right damn dab middle in the damn eye of the storm. Did I not? Right in the damn middle eye of the storm. People aggravate me so bad. That's what I'm saying there. I'm broke down. My phone don't work because it's hot.
Why even eat food? Your teeth are gonna fall out. Why even live life? You're just gonna die. What the hell kind of logic is that?
But your nerves are shot. Can't make this shit up. He wouldn't last a day in my shoes. Not a fucking day. He wouldn't even know what to do. He'd be crying. Every man I've ever dated, though, that's the truth. They've all been kind of like city boys, you know? And not all, but I would say my last 2 or 3 boyfriends, my last 2 serious relationships, they were city boys. They were, what do they call that? Metrosexual, where they like, you know, they do skincare and hair dye, and they like care about their looks ultra hard. There's a lot of upcoming generation that's like that. They more women than I am, but they identify as men. I mean, it's crazy. Like, we got pretty boys out here nowadays, you know? But there's nothing wrong with that. But I will say that it's a different type of relationship with people from the city as opposed to people from the country. It's a different type of relationship, in my opinion. Not all, but like, I don't know how to explain it. When I dated like those city pretty boys, they all didn't want me to work. They all wanted complete control over my life, want to know where I was going. Some put trackers on my car. It was financial, you know, financial abuse at its finest. When I dated a guy one time that did HVAC. Great guy, Tony. I think he's deceased now. I know his brother, Mark Wakefield, is. I don't know if Tony's still alive, but Tony, if you're still alive, I love you. I hope you're doing well. But he was literally like my first love, one of my first loves, and he's a good old country boy who did HVAC. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that man would have killed somebody for me. Would have murdered somebody for me. Would have killed a motherfucker for me. And he loved me. I know for a fact he loved me. I can't say that about any city boy I've ever dated. That tells you a lot about the difference in culture and the way they're raised. And I don't know. I'm not saying all. I'm just saying the ones I've been exposed to. Every time I've met a city boy, a man with money, it's been nothing but heartache and abuse and bullshit. Getting cheated on. I just got to put up with it, because if I don't put up with the cheating, then I'm going to be homeless. you know? So you just put up with the cheating and shut your mouth and learn to be pretty.
Dang. Just running through all of her failed
You're
relationships.
Preach, yes. I'm not buying you cigarettes because you won't do this, or you didn't do that, or no, you don't deserve it, or, and here's the thing, when you don't have your fucking cigarettes, you're gonna lose your fucking mind. Listen, I'm a nicotine smoker, and let me tell you right now, the first thing I reach for when I wake up in the middle of the night, it sleeps with me. I have a nicotine problem. I used to smoke 2 packs of Marlboro Lights a day. I switched to this. This is a little cheaper. I do feel better. I wish I could quit this. I've had people do that to me, not buy me cigarettes because they were trying to hurt me because I did something wrong, and they were trying to use it as a manipulation tactic. And when you don't have your cigarette, it's going to make you even angrier. Like, I don't know about you, but I mean, of course I would cry and be screaming, you know? So I was like angry and sad, but like that's literally cold-hearted to have someone that like smokes, or when I was on drugs, I would have this same ex, the one that I came to see, he would start arguments and refuse to give me money, and I'd be sick. He would start arguments to kick me out of the house, and then he would prevent me from having any money to be able to go see my guy so that I wouldn't be sick. And he would do that to his advantage, to hurt me, because things wasn't going his way, or he thought that I'd punished him because I'd set a boundary. That's another thing that psychologist was talking about the other day. She said that narcissists will make it seem like they're the victim by saying that you punish them because you tried to set a boundary. So like me today, when he started yelling at me and telling me that I, yelled at him.
You yelled at him first.
Him or whatever.
You did. It's documented.
I got out of there. I just left. Now he can say, I'm sure he'll tell his family that I was a bitch to him.
You're a bitch to everyone.
Okay, that I got stuck by myself out in the blueberry fishes of my own accord.
You did.
And that I was mad at him and I took off, and I'm punishing him because he didn't find me in the blueberry bush fast enough. Do you?
I don't even think he'd say everything is super accurate there except the last part. I don't think he gives a fuck about you punishing him or not. But yeah, everything you just said there is true.
Get what I'm saying? Are you catching on to what I'm saying? Because I know I'm not making a lot of sense. But he's going to go to his family and tell that story.
That's the accurate story.
Because that's how he feels. So he's going to use it to his advantage, because that's what narcissists do. He's going to try to mold that story into anything that'll benefit him and make me the bad guy. Like, I punished him.
So it makes sense. She thinks she's punishing him right now, but I don't think he gives a fuck.
I mean, and honestly, I wanted the bare minimum. If you hear me screaming, come help me. I don't care if you're on a business call. Like, literally, come help me. What if that piece of equipment would have been rolled over on me? Think about that, because you can go back and watch the live. I was screaming at the top of my freaking lungs. The trailer is only 40 feet away. There's no way that he did not hear me. Go and watch it. I'm just saying. I'm really embarrassed.
Oh, so that's how that stream ends. I'm not watching this one. There's another hour and 40 minutes. Is this from the same day? July 2nd. I'm pretty sure this is the same day. Let's just go back to the one we were just on, just so I can see.
Y'all, I had to.
Yeah, July 2nd. All right, so that's after that stream, which we'll watch, I guess, tomorrow. Then she gets trespassed. Then she gets fucking trespassed. After telling us that Dave loves her. Da 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 da. All right, I'm gonna go eat something, and then I'm gonna come back on a different stream, a horizontal stream. I haven't done a horizontal stream in a bit, and we're gonna. If you care about Heather Gillespie, if you want that whole, I got the whole stream from that other day, and apparently she's been posting like some stuff on Instagram, so we can go through that and see what she's been up to. Apparently she's claiming phone numbers aren't real phone numbers, and that you, her audience, not you specifically, have to call the cops for her. That's a terrible idea. Don't ever do that. If someone on social media tells you to call the cops on their behalf, I would suggest to not do that. That sounds crazy. But yeah, this seems interesting. So we'll do a quick check-in on that, and then I got to get back to editing, and then tomorrow is a new day where we find out what happens with Planet Fitness and Jason. To see what happens with those. Anyways, hope you guys are having a good night. What's Tony up to? I think Tony's phone is still gone. Even if he has it back, I don't think there'd be enough content. But I'll check in on him. I think his phone's still gone. Remember, he was like, "It's gonna be a few weeks, guys," and I was like, "What is he hiding from?" It's crazy, Tony. Ew, imagine he got like a fucking underage girlfriend. That'd be really bad. I hope people are keeping an eye on Tony IRL. I just thought of that now. I'm like, oh my god. Because it's very strange for Tony to not be on social media. That's his main source of income. Like, how is he supposed to make money? How is he supposed to get his swigs and his slices with no money? Very peculiar. Anyways, I will see you guys in a bit. I just got to eat something quick and I'll be back. Take care.